Hello, everyone. This is the Nameless One, and tonight we are going to be continuing the Heart of Darkness campaign. This will also be the first session that we have a actual recap for. But tonight I have Cap, Cameo, Fair, Link, and Sawtooth.
Hello.
Konnichiwa.
Ora.
Am I going to be carrying it in the recap department in this campaign as well?
Well,
I refuse to do the recap, so yes, you're gonna have to.
Okay. Okay. So, me and Fair were dropped into a new world, and we're tasked with finding people to help us in our adventure. We came across how would you describe a washed out detective who was like obsessed with one case and kind of.
Whoa!
I'm just saying it as I see it. Their name was
washed up. That'd be.
What was the first name? Because I remember they were a Sparkle, but what was it? It was Wind Sparkle. Thank you.
Wind Sparkle.
So we met Wind Sparkle.
Isn't the right word or phrase? It's not the right phrase.
Interrogating a barkeeper, and then I sort of caused a little trouble. Sawtooth caused trouble by mentioning that they have gold coins, and that put them on everyone's list, and we were followed and chased out. Fortunately, Win has like some nice connections with the he works for the police department, I think. I could have this wrong. So that was very fortunate of us. We also bumped into the Abyssinian on the way there, one of the cat ones, like Capper, who I accidentally broke their vial of acid or whatever. Not sure what it was for, but they seemed like they were upset and confused and seeing things. So we tried to get them a cup of water. But most places tasted water. Yes, everywhere has like dirty water except for like the rich part of town. We all started out in like the slums, basically, just a terrible like
slums. The slums of slums.
Yes. When
I woke up in the tavern alone,
mm-hmm.
Go through town by myself, figure out where you went.
Sorry.
Deal with the issues that you caused by saying you had gold.
I didn't realize it was such a big deal. But how did we meet Glaze? Where did Glaze come into it?
When you went back to the inn, barkeep or whatever was dangling me by my hooves because I'd stolen some bread and
beef.
As you do.
Mm-hmm.
And then Glace almost got us thrown into the mist. Oh yeah, I should mention the mist. This town is extremely mysterious, and there's a lot of mysteries to unfold. There's like a huge wall of mist around, and something about Celestia and Nightmare Moon, and gosh, it's all fuzzy in my head. I have way too many theories dancing around, and they're all blending together into a single oatmeal mush. But I'm doing my best. Yeah, so Celestia is in the Crystal Empire, in the Crystal Throne, being protected because she's keeping a wall of mist, keeping basically the night from taking over all of Equestria, it seems. So everyone thinks Nightmare Moon's involved. And Glace nearly got us thrown into the mist as a punishment by casting a spell, because magic is illegal, because someone tried to use magic to
assassination attempt.
Yeah, try to assassinate Princess Cadence, who, since Celestia is busy holding back the night or the mists or Nightmare Moon, Cadence is pretty much the top dog around here. And everyone who uses magic, like Wynn, for example, has to be a cleric of Cadence, has to have exact permission. You have to have a license. And Glace did not have a license, nearly getting us thrown out if it weren't for some convincing roles of deception.
Mm-hmm.
It was a close call. So what did we do after that?
After that, we just went back to Wynn's place and rested, I believe.
Find
Yeah.
out what happens next on this episode of Heart of Darkness.
Exactly. Hydrated,
So-
hydrate.
Like I said previously, we are going to be using downtime rules. So what downtime rules are is whenever you guys... Rules as written is whenever you guys have, like, 5 work days worth of, like, time off, but I will allow for certain things to be doable to a lesser degree. For example, you guys can do research. If you believe there's something that you can get the information for, like, say you want to research a type of monster. We'll use elithids to find out what elithids, say, want to eat, or something like that. You can do the research for that, and based off of where you are, what information they have at their disposal, and what they believe, you can end up with varying information. I will say that there is possibility that any research that you do can have, like, false information, so keep an eye out for that. But you won't know what is and isn't false depending on what you're researching until it's put to practice. Because I will not give you any indication of whether or not it is true or false. The better you roll, the more information you can find. Because it will require certain types of rolls depending on what it is you're doing. I will say that creating items, specifically like the artifice or things like that, finding certain types of items and creating certain types of items will require more than just one day. You will need, like, the 5 days of downtime to, like, actually create meaningful items. Trinkets, things like that, not too bad. Like, basic level, like making a vial of acid's not going to take you 5 days. But things like that within reason. You can also do things like volunteer for like clerics can volunteer at the temple, and like other party members can volunteer around the community to try and build rapport. So,
I have a question.
I have answers.
When you say 5 days, do you mean like real time or in world?
It would be in world.
And so these are things we do during our sessions?
This is things that happen off screen, off table, essentially. So, like, whenever I say, okay, we're done for the day, normally, because I originally didn't even know that we had this for D&D per se. Like, I had heard about it, but they didn't have good ones for it. It was kind of crap. But this session, I will allow you guys, if you have something that you want to pick within reason of saying a 12-hour period, you can have a thing that you did while, and that can include things like scribing spells, things like that. But I will allow this session for you guys to do some of that type of stuff, research, whatever. But rules as written, it is 5 in-game days that you have that is dedicated specifically to doing these things. Not all of them should take 5 days, though, in my opinion, so we're altering that a little.
I think Sawtooth and I should probably brush up on a little bit of the culture and history of this world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, like, you guys... We will say you guys had, like, a full day to, like, sit down and, like, go through the library. So you'll get some, like, very general information. It is best if you figure out specific questions, because the more general and broad the question, the more research is required.
Okay.
Because otherwise, I don't know what you are wanting to get information-wise, and I don't want to spend 30 minutes trying to info dump everything they know for you. Because otherwise
really
it
know
just
what-
becomes tedious. So,
True.
if there is a specific thing like that you think you want to know, I can give you as much information as would be available in the library available to you. Or because right now you have the available, like, tools in front of you. So, like, research requires you to be near a library or a scribe or something like that. You have to make items, you have to be near somewhere that you can get the item stuff for and build the item with the exception of Cameo. Cameo, her entire class is built around building items, so she will have more options to do that without having to have the downtime.
Okay, so it takes place. Do we have to do this outside of campaign, outside of like the sessions?
This is stuff that is happening outside of sessions. So, like, that way, like, it's not you're caught in limbo and nothing's happening while you're not playing. The idea is your characters are actively doing something in between sessions.
Okay.
As long as they have the resources available, which right now you are in basically the last city in Equestria, or like the Equestrian continent, whatever. I don't even know if this Klugetown is technically part of Equestria or not, but
yeah,
I think it is.
It's the same continent, so we'll go with it is. But yeah, so you have at your disposal basically all of the knowledge that they have that they are willing to share with you. So if you have anything you want to research history-wise, questions like that you think that you can reasonably get the answer to, because remember, they don't seem to quite know what comes of the mist, but if you want to know, like, hey, is doing this thing illegal, or what happened to this group, or where is this individual right now?
That was one of my questions, is what happened to the main six? Where are they at?
If you remember, I told you that they and Twilight were sent to deal with Nightmare Moon and were never heard from again.
Well, that's all the information they have?
Yes. Because when they disappeared is when the mist happened.
What about... Do they know anything about the castle of the two sisters?
Good question.
So, I'm going to... Before we get into that, I'm going to give you each a question for those of you researching, which I'm going to assume is both Sawtooth and Fair.
Yes.
Win. We're going to start with you. What do you want to do with your downtime?
I guess I could research a little bit to see if there's a way to open that letter.
Okay. So, before we do the rolls, Link, are you planning to do anything with your downtime? I will say you do not have to do something.
Would I be able to attempt to just find some just work to do?
Yes. Is there a particular type of work you are looking for? You can, in fact, earn income from it. So, it depends on what you're trying to do, though. Well, you're thinking on that Cameo. What do you want to try and do?
I want to get to one of my contacts to see if they still have the flowers on sale, or if they're going to be coming on sale anytime soon.
Okay.
I gotta look for them in whatever the fuck city this is. Well, whatever part of the city we are in right now.
So I will note that when it comes to downtime, it is a non-role-played thing. So it's something that happens in the background, and you, like, if you do something that gets you income, you just start the next session with however much money, depending off your role. And if you are looking for items, then I will do some rolls, and if the item is there, then you will just have the item at the beginning of the session. So.
Oh, yeah, I'm down for that.
Okay. So we'll start with Link. You said you wanted to do some work. Do you know what work you want to do?
I mean, I don't. If I'm honest, I don't really know what I would be able to do.
You are a wizard.
Yeah, it would probably be something
Scholarly.
Scholarly.
Scribing things.
Yeah.
You can volunteer at their library to help them transcribing books.
Okay. That's probably something I'd be good for.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I am going to have you roll history. So roll and roll 20 and roll for history.
Okay.
Okay.
Whoa. Okay.
Nat 20. So you end up earning a gold piece.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Apparently your well, since you use telekinesis, it would be horn writing. Your horn writing is quite eloquent.
Just don't go waving that thing around.
Okay.
I will not.
So, Cameo, give me just a second. This is going to be very loud.
Would it be antler writing?
It would be antler writing.
Technically.
Well, yeah.
More syllables.
Could you write with as many points as you have on your antlers?
Ooh. Asking a real question.
That's why I'm so good at it. I have like 8 looking at once.
Cameo. They do, in fact, have the flowers wanted. In fact, they have a surprisingly sizable stock, considering I rolled a D100 and they rolled a 1. So we're going to say, let me roll these. They have a total of 10 of them. They are 2 silver apiece.
I'm gonna buy the whole stock. Fuck it.
Okay.
So that will be 2 gold, right?
With 10 of them, 2 silver apiece. That's 20 silver. So yeah, that should be 2 gold.
Actually, I just realized that's back-to-back 20s. Not same session, but still.
And then we're going to give Fair and Toot a little longer to think about what they want to ask question-wise, and we'll go to Win. Win, you need to roll an Arcana.
Okay.
Because, it's obviously magical. Okay. That is actually fairly decent. So, based off of your research, it is possible that if you could hire somebody that can cast Dispel Magic, you might be able to break the seal. However, you do not know if there is any kind of traps or anything like that on it. You just know that Dispel Magic is probably your best bet, based off of the research available to you in the library of the Temple of Cadence.
Do I have the text for Dispel Magic? Like its effects and all that?
I would say that it does give you the information of what Dispel Magic does.
Okay. Not how to cast it or anything.
Yeah. I would also say that for the sake of this, considering what it has gone through already, you're probably going to want somebody that can cast it at a higher level. I will say that you will be able to do that during this session. But first, I need Fair. Do you have your question? Fair, are you muted?
I want to know about the Castle of the Two Sisters.
So
what do they know about it?
Go ahead and roll history. I'm not going to say go ahead and roll it at a disadvantage, though, because this is not your history. And you are trying to scrub through history of another world.
Need to get the advantage, disadvantage thing up. Where is it? It's actually a lot harder to navigate this with always roll advantage. Come on. Well, whatever. I'll just roll it normal. Close. There we go. Oh, it rolled advantage, disadvantage already. So just take the first roll.
Okay, 18, that is good enough. So, to their knowledge, it's fairly similar to what you were used to in your world. The Castle of the Two Sisters, after the Battle of with Nightmare Moon, was abandoned and left to ruin in the Everfree Forest. But after the mist started, they don't know what happened to it.
So basically, they don't know anything after the mist.
Yes, because nobody that they have recorded has come out of it alive. I will also say that from what you can tell, based off of that research, most of the history before the main six were supposed to free Nightmare Moon was the same. So, for the most part, prehistory of the show is the same as it was up until the show started. That's where this world deviates, and deviates massively.
Mm-hmm. So I will let Sawtooth know and be like, hey, I think I found where this world deviates.
Where's that?
The main six went to free Nightmare Moon, never came back. And after the mist, they don't know anything.
So, Celestia's reigned beforehand, and
Everything beforehand basically is the same.
okay, that makes sense. Huh.
So that means that they must have failed.
Would that mean that the Pillars of Equestria and the Pony of Shadows are still in this world's limbo? Just a thought.
So, drawing the logical conclusion, the answer would probably be yes. I'm not going to require a roll for that one.
Just logic.
So if we ever need some pillars to help out... Oh wait, we probably don't want to summon any.
Yeah, I don't know if we want to deal with the Pony of Shadows.
Never mind. Interesting. I'll let you know if I find anything interesting.
Okay, so what is your question?
I want to know what the moon looks like. If the last picture or drawing of the moon to be taken, like, are there any astronomy books?
So you're looking for basically what it looks like from, like, what you can tell from the mist. Like,
I would like to know the history of what happened in the past 100 years, astronomically speaking. Like, what the sky was like, day and night, the moon, that kind of thing.
Okay, so this one's actually going to require 2 rolls, a nature and a history roll.
Okay. Alright, fingers crossed. Nature, coming right up. And history, am I at disadvantage too?
I'm going to say no because you have to do 2 rolls.
Okay.
Damn.
Okay.
Oh, look at those. Woo!
So, to your knowledge, the day that Nightmare Moon should have been freed, the Mare and the Moon did disappear. As far as they are aware, the few times they have seen the moon, everything seems like what it should be in your world. However, there are strange sightings of stars of varying colors that have been noted throughout what is now their history. And many of them have been reported as growing and shrinking in intensity and apparent distance. Most of the scholars that have written about it seem to agree that it shouldn't be anything to worry about, because it's over the mist, not over the area that they live in. Kind of taking it's everybody else's problem mentality with it.
How did they know it's over? How do they see it if it's over the mist?
Because the mist doesn't go all the way up to the uppermost regions of the sky. You can still
Oh, okay.
like
Okay,
it
all
goes
doesn't-
high, but it doesn't go that high.
So,
Okay.
in theory, you could get above the mist.
In theory, but that doesn't stop things from coming out of the mists and killing you still.
Get high enough,
Well, of course.
unless they fly. Okay. So, Summer, this is really interesting. According to this, the mare in the moon, the silhouette in the moon is gone, and the moon looks normal now. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the whole starlight thing, and there was a world where Nightmare Moon put Celestia up on the moon, but that doesn't seem to have happened here. I guess that makes sense since Celestia is
Celestia's in the throne.
yeah. I wonder why Nightmare Moon wasn't able to do that here. I also read something interesting about stars of different colors coming and going, getting bigger and smaller in the sky. No one knows what they are.
That's interesting. So, all this information, I think it's safe to say that Nightmare Moon is out there.
Yeah, if the moon's empty now, then
If the moon's
This is
empty
definitely-
and the main six apparently failed to save Nightmare Moon, then that means she's still out there. What if she's the cause for the mist?
I can only imagine that that this is what happened. That our timeline is where we are is what would have happened if Celestia was able to put up more of a fight against Nightmare Moon. And Nightmare Moon tried to implement Eternal Night, but Celestia kept a patch of day open. I think we're living in that patch of day, and the rest of the world is Nightmare Moon's. I don't know.
Nightmare Moon's eternal night.
Yeah. That's my best guess so far, but whatever it is, Nightmare Moon's at the center of it.
Means we need to find Nightmare Moon if we want to stop the mist.
True. Where would she...
Well,
You mentioned something about the castle of the two sisters, right?
Well, I tried to find something on it, but all the records, they don't know anything.
Well,
Ever
I have
since the
a-
Mist game, it's just nothing. All they know is what they had and, well, what they've learned here.
I wouldn't be surprised if the castle is where is where Nightmare Moon is now. That's my guess. Though things seem to be different in this world, I can't say for sure. But also, something to keep in mind is that Nightmare Moon has a mist form and doesn't necessarily have to be in one place.
What if the mist is Nightmare Moon?
I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that.
I don't like that idea either. Let's hope that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think that is enough for the background stuff today. We're gonna go ahead and hop forward. So, you guys, it is day 3. We'll go with day 3 of being in this world.
I
So,
assume we are all residing within my abode.
yes, you are currently within your
you're
house
welcome,
with the
of course.
party. They have found out all their information, gathered items, and have been sheltering with you.
Mm-hmm. Hold on. Alright! How is everybody doing this fine morning?
Alive.
Good.
Surprisingly
Another day in
good.
paradise. What was that cameo?
Hope everybody's in good spirits.
Good enough.
Okay, we have
I'm
one
not-
exception.
Just thankful for the place to stay.
Couldn't you hear the sarcasm in my voice?
No. Okay, well, I have something that we should go do right now. Remember that letter? I did some research on it, and I think that I need to go find somebody who has stronger magic than me.
Or a letter opener.
Okay, here. You know what? Here, have the letter. Have a letter opener. Have at it.
Okay, who has stronger magic than you? Like, how do you rank on the magic scale?
So I sort of just started. I mean, I haven't been really like religious. I put my best foot forward, but like it's been a while.
What?
Huh?
What's a foot?
Hoof.
Oh. You know what? There are a lot of people. There are a lot of creatures with feet here, so I don't blame you for mixing your metaphors.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Sorry.
So, I don't know. I was thinking maybe Friar John might know something about this, or at least he'll know somebody with powerful enough magic.
Why do I get the feeling that's not his name?
Anywho,
Wasn't his name
Well,
Gold?
yeah, his name's Golden Quill. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean-
I don't know what we were talking about with Friar John.
I'm pretty sure his name is Friar John.
Maybe he's talking about a different Friar John.
Well, okay. Well, let's go move on.
Sure.
Yep.
Alrighty.
I
Okay.
guess.
so as you guys go out, naturally, the cleric's first inclination is to go visit other clerics. And it's quickly evident that he doesn't seem to know anybody's name properly, and most of them have no urge to help him in any way whatsoever. However, one of them, in complete and utter exasperation, throws a scroll at Wynn and says to go bother some wizard that his license is soon to expire. And says that perhaps you can get him to trade the use of the dispel magic spell that he knows to get a cheaper license renewal.
Aha! A lead. I scribble it down in my notebook. What's his name?
That's
The-
not a spell. I'm confused.
What's that?
Never mind, I'm confused.
Dispel magic is in fact a spell.
Okay, so I'm not confused.
But
Well, seems
Yeah.
like I need to go hunt some wizards down.
You don't know that spell?
Nope.
And you need a wizard to learn it.
Why would I learn it? I just need to cast on this.
Are we in public? Like, is the guy still there? Can I talk to Glace without being suspicious about magic conversations?
you can pull him to the side.
Okay. So, can I borrow this spell real quick? The scroll, I mean?
The scroll is not the spell. The spell
Yeah,
is known by the wizard.
That's what I meant. Can I grab the scroll?
Well, no, the wizard knows the spell. The scroll is like a trade for the wizard to use the spell for us. We don't have the spell scroll currently.
What is the scroll?
The scroll is basically here is like your thing to re-sign for your license so that you don't get thrown into the mist.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
This is not a new application, I will note, because Glace would need a new application rather than a what he's having done. This guy already has a license, but it's about to expire, so he needs a new, like, basically to re-up it.
Gotta go to the DMV, stand in line.
This paper makes the process a whole lot quicker and easier for him.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, right now I am the DMV.
He's not wrong, actually.
Just do your taxes so we can keep going with this.
I did those this morning.
Smart.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was a pain in the ass.
Always is.
It's-
Anyways, do you guys want to?
You pull him off to the side?
Well, I think the idea was to pull off the side, so I use the scroll, but it's not what they're thinking. So
Yeah, okay. Someone mentioned dispel magic.
Yes,
yes,
So
we're getting.
that is the spell that Wynn wants the wizard to use on the letter.
Okay.
You see,
So I can pull. Okay.
The wizard knows the spell.
Mhm. The
So-
scroll
the
that we have
wizard-
is just a parchment. That is not magical. It is more goods and service type of paper.
Okay.
than
It is an
actual
official
spell.
document.
Yeah.
I'll pull Glace aside anyway and be like, "You don't happen to know dispel magic, do you?"
What? No,
Dispel magic.
no, I don't know. I don't know magic.
Oh wait, hold up. Wait a second. Hold up a second. Wait, hold up. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't have any knowledge of the magic thing that happened.
Mhm.
I only have.
The only one that has any
You-
idea is
so-
when.
You, if
Sure.
I remember correctly, did not make the.
I tried to, and I rolled really low, so I still have no idea.
Yeah.
Okay, so never mind. I did not pull Glace to the side. I'm still oblivious. Never mind. That didn't happen. I got
Retcon.
I'm a mess. I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
all right.
It's okay. It's
All
let's
right.
just go to the wizard.
Let's
Let's-
go to the wizard.
Find the wizard.
So the wizard's name, oddly enough, is Twitching Cricket.
Oh, we're off to see the wizard, the wonderful wizard of Twitching Cricket.
But yeah. So
Terrible.
you guys end up back in the slums, less so than you were previously. So it's like the midway between the area that you were in and the area that Wynn lives in.
Oh, in that case, I morph into Gallus, so I don't be recognized as the pony with the gold coins. Oh wait, no, I can't do that because I'm a changeling. Never mind. No, but I can't do that because I don't want other people to know I'm a changeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you're just a Pegasus.
I should leave. I should just go. I'm dead.
Long day, huh?
Clothing to cover up.
Okay,
Cloak.
ignore that. Yeah. Does anyone have any cloak I can borrow? Just anything to cover.
Here, you can use mine.
Thank you. I'm a little infamous around here. It doesn't quite. We have different body layouts, but it'll work. I'll make it work.
Hold on, the hood is tucked inside. There. You can wear that over your head if you want.
Perfect. Thank you. They'll be none the wiser.
So
I mean, it's a very bright pink hood. You better not pull anything or they'll be able to recognize you from miles.
I know better than to wave money around here.
No.
Now I do. Yes, because I learned from my mistakes.
Just like Tony.
so
Just what?
what?
No, sorry, that was totally out of character and a reference to a very specific YouTuber. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Okay.
So for Sawtooth,
Mhm.
my brain just dropped everything I was about to say.
No,
Never
I
mind.
feel you. I completely understand.
Ignore that. For everybody. So you guys are making your way through, and Wynn basically leads you guys to like what looks like a rickety old shack. Like this thing is being held up by fucking toothpicks. And when you guys go inside, there is a drab brown unicorn with a gray mane hunched over what appears to be some sort of small ring. And he is muttering to himself and has his back turned to y'all. What do?
Hmm. Puts the ring on and turns invisible. I'm leaving.
Sage Sensei, we have come with a proposition.
So the unicorn looks up at you and says, "Oh God, it's you."
I was thinking something along those lines.
Yes,
Like, oh God,
okay.
it's you, or, oh God,
I am
now.
here on official business from the clergy, saying,
Surprisingly.
and I hold the scroll up and say, your license is about to expire.
His face goes from like a kind of mild disgust and irritation to like you watch the color actively drain from his face as his jaw goes slack and says, I start scrambling through his belongings as if he's like trying to look for something.
As I've said, this is a proposition. So, normally, there is a set price on this, but I'm willing to give you a sort of discount if you can provide a service for me.
He balks for a minute before saying, "What do you want? Anything?"
Okay. So, I need you to... Okay, see this letter? I need you to dispel the magic that is keeping it sealed.
He blinks for several minutes before breathing a heavy sigh of relief and gesturing for the letter and saying, "If that's all you wanted, you should have just led with that."
Well,
Lean over to Sawtooth and I'm like, I think this guy might actually know what he's doing.
What makes you think that?
I don't know. It's very cunning.
So,
Seems pretty desperate.
when do you hand over the letter?
I hand over the letter.
So he begins the incantation, and for a moment it looks like just like your average spell, until all of a sudden his eyes start glowing. And even for those of you that have never seen magic, never done magic, you know that's not right.
Wait, what the heck?
Well, that's not supposed to happen!
The room around you starts to, like, this entire shack is now shaking. Things start flying around the room, and there is a strange kind of whispered voice that seems to be, like, filling your ears, but not just your ears. You can hear it in your brain. Like, you can, despite any attempt to try and shut out the noise, it just seems to grow louder and louder. Until finally, after a couple seconds of this, which somehow feel like agonizing hours worth of it, the unicorn drops over on his side.
Good job, you killed him.
Aha, so he doesn't have to worry about this. And we don't have to worry about it either!
Wait, hold up. Does anyone have like a healing kit or anything? Wait, can I be
Well, first you would need to actually make sure he's okay before you.
Yeah, I go up to him and try to figure out what's going on.
His eye sockets are smoking, and
What the heck?
all of his teeth have rotted. His tongue is just about fallen out, and you can smell something that could be described as decay, but it smells like more decay than should be possible for the, all of 30 seconds he's been laying on the ground.
Can I roll Arcana to see what the heck just happened?
Go ahead.
Same. I don't like.
I'm not a magic user, but I used to be, so I should have some knowledge, right?
That's pretty good. Glaze, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay. And when you are also able to roll Arcana if you want to, as well as Cameo.
I'm all good.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll Arcana to see if I know anything on it.
I'm fine with sticking to my previous, well, that's not supposed to happen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
no.
that's about all you get from it too, Cameo, is that's not supposed to happen. For the other two, both of you know well enough about magic to know Dispel Magic doesn't do anything like that. Never should. So, something weird just happened.
Hey, Cleric Cadence, you should probably take a look at him.
Yeah. Okay, I suppose. And I get down, and sort of do a little bit of an evaluation.
He is deader than a doornail. As in, he is already cold, as if he's been dead for months.
Oh, we're talking like dead. Like
Yes, he is dead.
nothing. Like
Do I have-
I'm saying this like in character. Like nothing's gonna nothing's gonna revive him. Like dead.
Without a
Yeah.
resurrection.
How did that happen?
Without necromancy, this thing's dead.
I wouldn't be so sure. I've seen deader things become less dead. No, I will
Huh.
not. will
So
not-
could you tell me about
a
these
chuckle.
dead things becoming less dead? What exactly?
So, go ahead and roll a religion check, Win.
Okay.
Shifty look towards Sawtooth, like,
So I don't have any other inclinations about because this feels like lich stuff, some
So, for
necrotic
Win,
stuff.
you definitely do know that there are spells capable of reviving the dead, but frankly, you're not the kind of cleric right now to do that. That is leader of the
Especially-
temple cleric.
Especially on account of I never fully figured out what spells I'm going to be preparing. Because I just prepare spells at the beginning of every day.
Yeah,
I know
but I
the
don't
entire
think you
stuff
have
is big.
resurrection, true resurrection, or
Yeah,
revivify.
totally not.
Of course, yeah.
And
Yeah.
the distance that you are from the temple would be not too helpful for trying to, revivify him. So he's just dead.
Yeah.
Now, for my two off-worlders, I need you also to roll an insight.
Okay.
Lucky for me, I have proficiency with that.
Oh, so do I. Double proficiency for performance insight.
I've got a
So I add 2 to whatever, right?
You add an extra 2 to your roll. Yes. That doesn't help you any.
Yeah.
Sawtooth, you are pretty sure he's about to stand up and start attacking you soon, because he just turned into a lich. You are convinced of this. Fair?
Yeah. I don't know about this.
This kind of stinks of the otherworldly creatures that you ran into briefly. Also, for those of you that may or may not be wondering if it's still there, yes, the letter is still there, but there is a nice line across the
Oh, the letter.
Seal.
I totally forgot about that because a pony just died in front of us.
Yep.
by otherworldly creatures. You mean the star spawn?
So he's still just on the ground, or I'm sorry, I kind of blanked out for a second.
He is dead. Sawtooth
Okay.
is convinced that he has turned into a lich.
That's what dead things do. They lie still.
Okay. So is it possible that I could perform ceremony at ritual speed? It would take 1 hour, but it would comfort my party members, I guess.
What does it do?
Okay, so you perform a special religious ceremony infused with magic. You pick from basically it's based off of the seven sacraments. But this one would be funeral rite. You can touch one corpse, and for the next 7 days, the target can't become undead by any means short of a wish spell.
Okay, yeah, you can do that.
Okay, so I do the funeral rites, and I say, now he's not gonna become undead.
Just for
out of the-
reference, this is an hour later.
Mm-hmm.
To float the letter to me.
I wonder. Magic is illegal here if you don't have a license, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, what if What if the unicorn's license had already run out, and he cast the spell without realizing it, and there's some like trigger reaction that like kills unicorns who try to...
If that were the case.
It is not that omniscient. It is more if they catch you, you'll be in trouble. It is not if you cast, you'll be sent into whatever hellish torture he just went through.
Okay, so this doesn't have to do with the law.
No, not at all. This is
That's
something
good
to do
to
with the letter itself.
Oh my gosh. The letter's cursed or something.
Just like we talked about, right, Glaze?
Mm-hmm.
So, is the letter open now? Can we read what's inside?
The seal is broken.
Oh my gosh.
I grab it in my
Don't you think
telekinesis.
report this?
What was that, Cameo?
In character, I'm like looking over the body. I'm like, don't you think we should report this?
Do, huh? What?
Report what the fuck has happened.
Yeah, what do you do? Do you call the police when you see something like this?
So, for your information, when you basically did what was going to be done for it anyways, besides burning the body afterwards, because it's difficult to bury bodies in a desert.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, like, are there any next of kin that should know, you know?
I'm sure it's fine. He was a wizard. What, you think he wizard has a wife, huh? Like, I'm pretty sure we're fine here. His thing was about to expire anyway. I just go back and say, he wasn't really willing, and he said he'd stop magic, blah, blah, blah. Hopefully nothing comes of this.
It is a dead magic user. We should at least tell something so that they can be dealt with properly.
I am
However-
going to point out that you do have the authorities with you.
Yes,
Mhm.
hello, that is me.
He may be a bit incompetent, but he is still technically the authorities.
Like I said, we got the whole battle plan down. I've already performed funeral rites, and honestly, I don't feel like burning it because the smell of burning flesh is so horrible. So we're just going to tuck him away in his little shop, and nobody will be the wiser. Anyway,
Wait,
does anybody?
how do you know what burning flesh smells like?
Don't worry about it. I've had to do it a couple too many times. Anyway, did anybody see that ring? Where'd that go off to?
That's what I was wondering too.
I don't know. Let me look around. Can I go ahead and try and search for this guy's spell book
You can?
or his spells? I'm going to do that.
Go ahead.
Well, in the meantime, I'm gonna keep everybody distracted with looking through the letter. But yeah, go ahead and roll for all that.
Go ahead and roll perception, I believe. No, investigation. Roll investigation.
Okay.
Okay. I will get you a spell list for that later.
Awesome.
Sounds good.
So, from
Someone
the
takes a moment, real quick.
from the
someone
letter,
takes-
there is a total of 5 pages that appear to be made of the skin of some sort of animal. Hint, hint. So here's the first page.
Okay. Ah. Yep.
Did you send it personally in DMs, or is
I-
there, or
I-
can I see it?
Roll 20.
20.
Oh, it's in Roll20. Oh, cool. Oh my.
So that is page 1.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I don't
Got the Mysterium Xerxes in this letter.
Page 2.
If I got that in the mail, I'd be freaking out. Oh.
We just got a letter.
I want to hear who it's from.
Page 3.
I haven't heard that one in forever.
So you're showing all of these to us, right? When?
Page 4.
Yeah, I just sort of pass it down the line.
Oh.
And they're like this.
And page 5.
Yep, this is...
Reeks of the star spot.
Yeah, you don't even need to roll insight to know that this is This reeks of their existence.
I just want to go like, what? What
I'll be
was that?
honest, page 4 is really resonating with me. It seems familiar for some reason.
How?
I do not know.
This. Oh, I don't like this. Can we just burn it and forget it ever happened?
No. See, this is evidence. This is all my property, right?
Evidence of what?
Look, don't worry about it. It's the grand scheme of things. I'm gonna crack the case, okay?
So, who did you say sent you this letter?
Look, don't worry about it. I found it on a dead
worry
body.
about it.
Anonymous benefactor.
Okay, so
Oh, was that what it was? Yeah.
I'm pretty
now
sure.
I have questions about the body that you found it on. What type of? What type?
Okay, nameless. Point of clarity. Do you remember where I found this letter? Was it dead body or anonymous
Yes.
benefactor?
No, this one was male. This one was male.
This
You
one
had
was,
to ask from the dead body.
Yeah, this one was you. It just showed up at your door one day. Everything else was dead body.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah.
Everything else was dead body. Good quote. So do you have like, I don't know, some sort of security installed that might have been able to report who dropped it off?
Where in the world do you come from? No, we don't got security. Like, best thing we got is magic. Like the alarm spell, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, like that.
Anything about other worlds? Huh?
No. I
Wait,
am not in charge of that, and I would not have had it set up or anything like that.
Okay.
what
fair
are we
enough.
talking about with alarm spell?
No, I'm just, they're nice to have. They can leave like a magical imprint of who was trespassing, and I've seen them before, but you really should have one installed. At least for next time, if this ever happens again. Because you might get another letter, you never know.
That
You're
is.
getting letters like this. Ugh.
I agree, the alarm spell is very handy.
So how do you figure out who your pen pal is?
Well, is there a return address?
Oh, good.
There was
good
no
question.
address.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. I don't know. There's not really any return address or anything, so I'm willing to just sort of write it off.
I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, we can't write this off.
This is
Well,
bad.
anyway, does anybody know what language this is? Do I know what language this is?
For all intents and purposes, this is what I classified as Otherworld. Or, I believe it's Otherworld.
I-
or-
Not
Would I
on
recognize the language? Or
So-
be fair?
You don't recognize the script, but you do, like, per se, like, you do recognize a few symbols that you saw during your time traveling through sections of the floating citadel that Sol Tenebris rolled over. But other than that, it's not really anything that sticks out, like, to you any more than any of the other symbols, though. And for the most part, you know, like this one right here, like, it's hard to really read because you don't know which way is up and down, and it's kind of going in circles, and there seems to be no rhyme or reason, and the more you look at it, the more your head hurts, and who else's nose is bleeding right now? By the way, all of you who are currently actively looking at it have bloody noses.
What?
Okay, I can't do the sniff because like the noise canceling. But anyways, like I notice Glace. Hey, did you find that ring?
No, not. I haven't had any luck.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well.
It must be dry in here. I haven't had a nosebleed in a long time.
Yeah, no, this is universal. This is just another level of bullshit.
Hey,
I
fair.
should probably put the letter back in
Have you...
the envelope.
Hey, fair.
Yes.
Roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, great. I know exactly where this is going.
Uh-oh.
I look away at this point. I'm not looking at the pages anymore, just to be clear.
So, wisdom?
Yep.
Okay, that's not horrible.
So, fair.
Yes.
You die.
You see this thing where wind should be this is what you. Hold on, it's only letting me show it to everyone. So there you go. This is where you see where what you see where Win should be.
I gotta blink and rub my eyes.
When you do that, it's Win again.
Anybody know what language this is? Like,
Win, are you
I
still,
can tell you I don't know. It was an Alicorn.
Win, are you still actively looking at the pages?
yes.
Roll a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage.
Alright.
Shockingly, it's not zebra. Or yak.
Does this look familiar to you?
So
Abyssinia, I don't think I ever got your name.
you have a strange crawling sensation along your arm, or front leg, I guess. And when you go to look at it, there is a large tentacle wrapped around it, but it also seems to be attached to you.
Interesting. Huh.
Oh, I know what that's like.
No,
Actually, no.
what like?
No, I didn't. That was out of character. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Anyway, I guess we should probably be putting these back in the envelope right about now. Just throw those in my bag and...
You should probably be a little more careful with those.
we'll see. I mean, like, I did put them in my backpack, so...
Guy died to open them, so... Yeah.
Oh, yeah, No, I thought I was thinking of something. Anyway.
So I turn to Cameo's character and I say, hey, you said these are bad news. Do you recognize anything here?
Well, I can't tell you the language at all, but I did see one or two of these symbols while looking up ancient Alicorn. I can't tell you anything else beyond that. It's definitely not ancient Alicorn, though.
Ancient Alicorns like before Celestia and Luna?
Long before them.
I see.
So,
What's your name, by the way?
Hmm?
Yeah, I didn't catch it the other day.
A week ago.
No, 3 days. Or 2 days.
Mornek Folium. Most people call me Murmur or Memir. Don't
Murmur?
fucking call me Poem. Yes, you can call me Poem.
Okay. Well, it's a little late, but it's nice to meet you. I didn't realize you'd done research on the Alicorns. Me and Summer here have a bit of experience with ancient Alicorns and researching them, of course.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of the issue. I haven't actually dealt with them directly.
Hoof to hoof research.
Consider yourself lucky.
The only reason I actually know about them is more or less because of the voices. Specifically from the one fucking piece of shit that doesn't leave me alone.
Have those stopped since you've been drinking the nice tasteless water?
So,
Nope.
currently it is actively, normally it's a dull whisper at best, but currently it is almost a deafening roar, and it seems to have reacted directly to the pages.
Years! Yeah, no, that thing is fucking screaming. You cannot hear it.
I will note that it is currently incoherent as well.
When did it start screaming? It usually isn't that bad, right?
I will say that you noted it primarily when the letter was opening, and when they started looking, like you were actively looking at the pages, is when it got worse. For Cameo's information. Cameo?
So, if it didn't go away with the water, then I guess my hypothesis that it was just dehydration was wrong.
It's not surprising that it's something from the mist. It must be.
You say mist?
The voice.
Oh, did you miss that?
You know, I don't have the faith that my microphone would pick up my head slamming on the table, so I won't do it.
Save your brain cells.
I want everybody to
Okay.
roll a perception.
Let's do a
You
perceive.
also have proficient.
As well as I do, I as well, same.
Cosmo, are you able to play right now?
Wait, hold on. It rolled a disadvantage.
No, wait, never
Oh.
mind.
We'll just take the first one.
Heck.
Mm-hmm.
Cosmo, if you are able to play right now, then
Wow.
we still have yet to introduce you. So you would not be rolling. But I need to know if you are able to play or not. As for everybody else, you hear the sound of, like, it's very light and kind of faint, with the exception of Glace. Actually,
I quit.
let's see. So Fair and Cameo are actually the only ones that hear it, looking at the numbers here. And Cameo only barely hears it over the sound of the crescendo in her head. But Fair, you hear it loud and clear. It sounds like claws are being dragged gently across the outer wall of the house.
There's someone outside, guys.
What?
Oh,
Why-
right! Well, I think that we should probably put the body behind any counter or anything and maybe make our way away from here.
Oh,
It
shoot.
has claws.
Oh, we're gonna look so suspicious next to the dead body. Oh my gosh.
Whatever
What do you mean?
is
We're one of
coming
the
has
officials.
claws.
Claws? Wait, what? Wait, hold up. Is this gonna...
Dead body. There's no dead body here.
Let's get out. We should get out of here. I don't
It's
like that.
dragging its claws across the outside. What is
Well, it could be anybody from this area, you know? Everybody's got claws here.
He
I
does
just
have a point. A
look at
large
you.
part of the population, to include Cameo at the moment, have claws.
But dragging your claws outside someone's home isn't exactly a very friendly thing to do.
You know, maybe they're just commuting.
a threat? Whoever is outside is threatening us.
Maybe they're just really bad at knocking.
How did you gather that from hearing it?
I think I'm with... I think
Abyssinians only drag their claws like that as a warning. And that's assuming the thing's even an Abyssinian. Who knows what it actually is? Ah, voice.
Is there
Can I
an...
do-
Are you just gonna just stand in here and talk about it, or is somebody gonna go take a look?
What
Can I
exit
do
is
a-
this house now? I want to avoid this thing at all costs.
Can I do a quick roll to see if there's any, like, you know, exit that goes deeper in? I don't know. That's kind of the best way to say it, but like a, you know what I mean, or do you need me to clarify?
Like a hidden
You can-
tunnel in the.
You can
It's
roll
out.
to see if there's like a hidden. So roll
Mhm.
perception or
Tunnel.
investigation for
Some
like,
sort of passage or whatever.
Yeah, but for the most part, it appears that there is the front window and the front door, and that's about it.
Okay. 14.
Wait, I'm going to check.
Cosmo said in roll 20 they can play now.
So,
Okay.
Fair, do you want to do so stealthily, or are you just gonna walk out?
Stealth.
Go ahead and roll stealth.
I think I'm gonna have his back. Oh no. Well,
Yes. So
Okay.
you are just shy of theme song.
What?
But as you slam open the door, you come face to face. You come face. You were attempting barbarian stealth, and you're not a barbarian anymore. So as you
Old habits die hard.
as you slam open the door, you come face to face with a very familiar creature. You know, you literally just thought you saw one a few seconds ago, but this time you're actually seeing one.
Oh no! Slam the door in its face.
It looked equally surprised to see you.
What?
We should not have opened that letter.
We should not have opened that door.
Do we have friends? Do we have visitors?
We have
No,
company.
sure, go look.
Oh, you know, okay. I open the door.
Hold on.
Hey,
I have daggers drawn.
what are you?
Good lord. There we go. It loaded. Ignore
I
the
look
fact
up-
that this is meant to be a tavern, but
What do you mean? There's nothing there.
I see black screen.
you see black screen. Why do you see black screen?
Good
I
question.
don't know. It's just a square of black for
This would answer.
us. Yes.
This would answer
Oh.
that question. So, I'm going to reuse tokens. So,
There's me.
how did you get your token to appear?
So the journal section, if you click on your name and drag it onto the field, you can put your profile picture there. Basically, I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can assign initiative to it, but see
like
if,
you should be
maybe
able
see
to.
if you can.
Does anyone know how to make the name tags and the pictures of everyone smaller? Because right now it's taking up like half the screen.
So
You
if you
gotta-
go to your settings, there you just tell it to like do the smallest version of it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the way I've learned of creating tokens like that.
Personalization and display. You uncheck the character pop out.
It's already unchecked.
Then
The character pop-out window doesn't do anything that I can tell. What you need to go to is, I believe it's the audio, video, and
Oh.
set everything to none.
yeah, audio, video display.
And
Player
video
video
display.
avatar
See, did that work?
Amazing.
Because otherwise,
Small. Oh, okay. I made it small instead of regular. That worked.
there
So
we go.
it's under audio, video, and then video display, and then player video avatar size.
Just put
Yeah.
names only, and it won't have the icons.
I like the icons, so I'll keep them.
I have it set to names only because I need to be able to see the screen.
True.
Fair and Toot, I already put y'all's out there, and
Cool.
everybody else seems to have figured out how to get theirs on. So that made my job easy, I guess. But yeah, so this is current. Actually, you're in the door. So current setup.
Where's the dead body?
Hold on.
Okay.
Dead body.
No.
Hey, I know you.
This body looks.
I might have
strangely
known you in another
familiar.
life.
We're
I mean-
going to ignore that it looks like a previous party member from a previous
Yeah.
campaign.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
Oh, the fact
Okay.
that it's a hippogriffin.
You know, I'm just gonna stand there for a second and be like, you know, I really don't have a quip for this one.
You should
Um,
probably get out of the door.
You can also roll insight, but I can tell you now, you feel a very heavy sense of just wrongness, for lack of a
Yeah.
better word for it.
I'm just gonna give you my passive insight is 15.
Yeah, so you already realize that this thing should not exist, like at all.
I see it, and my instinct is to draw up a spell, but then I realize I can't do that anymore. So I'm sort of freaking out over here.
So
Right. Well.
I will note that creature immediately turn tail and run, but I don't know if you want to just like leave that thing.
No, we can't leave that thing.
I
Go
think I'm
after that.
okay with leaving that thing.
No, we have to go after that. We can't let that thing loose.
Why?
We know what they're capable of.
At the same time, what are you gonna do when you catch up to it?
What I've done before, kill it.
I don't have any spells. Not that I would cast them anyway, because I'm not a cleric of cadence.
So if you're going to pursue it, you might want to do it soon, and you might want to roll athletics.
Alright, you know what? I'm gonna go after it with the other one.
Fine, okay, I'll try to.
So, Fair, you slip and fall into a pile of shit.
Oh no.
That's right. It might have something to do with the.
Camille,
Yeah.
you-
Okay.
You trip on Fair and, just grind his face further into it.
Oh no.
Wait. Where are we outside though? Because depending on where we are.
You guys are outside. You are in the street in what is still technically slums area. And, when you just kind of just made that dog pile even worse. Meanwhile, Toot,
Slowly getting angrier.
Toot and Link, you guys are ahead of the group, don't see what's going on. You are currently pursuing your runaway monstrosity. Hey, Fair.
I'm going to roll a Constitution saving throw to try to keep my cool.
Wisdom.
Wisdom for
Yep.
that? Okay.
It would be wisdom. The other ones need to. So the other two, no, that's not the person that you're on top of. The other two need to roll a dexterity saving throw.
So I'll say
Who's
that
the
I'm
silhouette?
right here.
Other two, like me and Saw, or
No, the two that are that dog piled.
Boy, good
Yeah.
tonight.
Okay, so Cameo and Fair. What would your spell DC based off of your class be?
I don't actually know. I haven't calculated that.
8 plus proficiency plus
what
whatever
class
your class is.
Plus proficiency.
Plus your class
Plus-
stat.
Well, strength or constitution?
what class are you?
Fighter.
Fighter, so that would be strength.
Is it strength or
No.
constitution?
Correctly. Double
Similar.
check.
Do fighters cast spells?
No,
They
but
can.
every class has.
They can.
Oh wait.
There's a specific one that will. Let's see. I've got it open right now. I'm looking.
So it's either a 14 or a 15, depending on.
Well, either way.
I don't
both
think
of
that
them
makes that much of a
fail.
difference.
We'll worry about that later. But either way, both of them fail. Roll 3d6 for damage.
Uh-oh.
So 10 points of damage as your fighter explodes.
How far up do I go?
Well, he really
I'm
just-
knocked out.
he bursts into flame.
Ouch.
Yeah, he does that.
Is this the first time you've ever seen a Kieran go near it?
Kieran?
Fair is a Kieran.
Oh.
Kieran, when they get angry, burst into flames, and then they are called Nirik.
Yes, but world lore.
Yes, you would
Do
be
we
aware
know?
of that.
Oh.
They
Oh,
are
that's
not
right.
common, but they are around.
Yeah.
Yep.
mean-
and we would
I'm
actually
dead.
certainly know.
So
You know, I think that would be the first time I've ever seen that happen, though.
it would be the first time you have seen it happen because of how rare they are.
Mm-hmm.
I'm dead.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm not the first. I'm not the only person to kill a party member. Yay!
Wait, how much health do you have?
I'm level 1. So I have
all level
9
1.
points of health.
Yeah, I think I
So
have
you're
9 points of health.
unconscious. You're not dead.
Yeah, you're just
Dead
unconscious.
would be if you had 5 points of health and that hit you. Technically, it's
Yeah,
double your health.
Your max health. Double your max health.
Yeah, so you're just unconscious. You're not dead yet. Which Fair can help with that. And I believe the cleric is still conscious, maybe?
Yeah, the cleric had 12 hit points, but he's not too happy about being
Set on fire?
Kentucky Fried win.
Kentucky Fried Wind.
So we're gonna go back to the other two who have successfully been following. You guys actually make it out of the city with this thing, and it is headed straight for the wall at the moment. Do you guys continue?
I want to attempt to use telekinesis to hold it in place, pretty much.
Okay, and give
Which
me
is-
Should be opposing strength.
Yep.
okay. Go ahead.
Spellcasting ability contested by their strength check. So they have to make a strength check DC 13, I think.
Okay,
Looks like.
they pass.
Okay.
Can I try to attack it with a weapon?
I will say that you are fast enough to make one attack. This thing is moving at a speed that should not be capable of, considering it is moving on primarily 2 legs, kind of like almost ape running.
Okay. So I'm gonna. I have to use a ranged weapon, right?
You can either use a ranged weapon and try and hit it like with an arrow or something, or you can make a singular attack with your dagger. I believe you have
I'll do
a
the dagger. Yes, it's the one I got from Quillian, so absolutely. Bip bop bam, my first dagger attack.
Yes, so you
Dagger
miss.
attack. Aw.
And you guys are actually, specifically you, Sawtooth, as you miss your attack, you do see it teleport a pretty hefty distance towards the wall. And go ahead and roll a perception at advantage, because you know what you are looking at. It is just suddenly far away.
Okay.
Both of us, or just Saw?
Just saw.
Okay.
Okay, that is good enough. So as you watch, it basically runs up the wall like it was running on a flat surface and just kind of punches through the barrier and disappears.
Oh, jeez.
You can relay as much or as little of that as you feel like you should. For the reference for the characters that live in this area, that shouldn't be possible. I will note that you guys are close enough to one section of the barrier that this is possible to see. Other portions of the barrier are like far off and out across the desert that you do not actually see the wall anymore. Just for future reference. Now, what do...
So
all of anger.
I work my way back to the others and I say, I didn't know the wall was something physical that you could like walk up on.
Hold on. What?
The thing I tried attacking it, but it teleported and then it started running up the wall of the mist.
Hold on, before we continue, when you heal our artificer?
Yeah, I threw the spare the dying cantrip in the chat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pog.
Okay, and I'm gonna just say, just because this isn't actually in combat at the moment, that you're just conscious, Cameo, so that you can participate with this. But also for information, Toot, you do know that from what you've been told, there is a physical wall, and then there's the energy barrier that wraps around that and prevents the mist from spilling over the wall.
Okay, so it's
It's
so the surprising thing is that he was anti-gravity running up it.
No, the surprising thing, because those things are honestly not, they don't care what physics is, but the surprising thing is that they just walked through the barrier like it wasn't there.
I
Oh,
feel like he shouldn't be surprised about some of this stuff, considering that he's seen them before.
yeah.
The running up the wall thing is kind of something that feels like par for the course for one of these creatures. But you've been...
Don't you remember the entire, subdimension in between worlds where we fought a whole bunch of star spawn?
That is one of those things, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Out of character, by the way. I'm just you do know what these are.
But I wasn't level 1 when I fought them, so like.
Exactly.
I wasn't-
The little ones weren't as threatening when you fought them. Now...
It was that big one at the end that nearly TPK'd us.
Oh,
I think there was like one person left when it finally got downed. But yeah,
That was.
the running up the wall as if there was no gravity forcing them back down,
Yeah.
not strange
That's-
for them.
That's weird.
The barrier that has been hyped up to be basically impenetrable to your knowledge, that's strange to you.
I guess I'm just having a little trouble visualizing this because there's a barrier, a wall, and a thing of mist. Is the mist beyond the barrier?
The mist is beyond the barrier. The barrier is to stop the mist, and the wall is more of a physical representation where they can go and stand and look over at the mist whenever they throw people off of it.
Throw people off.
So if,
off the wall.
If it's strange that the creature could just break through the barrier, then how do they get the people into the mist?
That's another question that you haven't had answered.
We're gonna have to do some more research.
So
Oh, hold on. You're telling me that this creature just ran up the wall?
he went through the barrier and then just went upwards. He ascended
He ascended.
Uh-huh.
and vanished in the
He
mist.
Went up the physical barrier and then broke through the energy barrier.
Something. There's too many walls and barriers to keep track of.
Crazy.
Oh, feels pretty straightforward. There's just a wall and then a barrier.
Okay, and
Ran up the wall, broke
You
through the barrier.
you have a positive integer wisdom number. I do not. So.
You're right.
So,
Yes.
you have a flat plain. That is the desert.
Yes.
Now you have a wall. The wall goes
My
around
God.
the safe territory.
demonstrate.
A big ol' wall around the whole thing. Is it
Yeah.
see-through?
No, this is a stone wall. There's a stone wall around the safe area.
Wall Maria is keeping everyone safe.
And then there's a second see-through barrier that extends from the wall up to prevent the things that a stone wall cannot prevent from getting through. Does that make
Oh, okay.
sense?
So it's like in video games where they add the little invisible barrier after the actual barrier just to keep people from messing around.
Basically.
That's a
If
way of
that's what it
imagining it,
takes
yeah.
for you to understand it, then yes.
Okay, well, I'm a little bit confused then. So what did I see happen with the star spawn thing? Did it
So-
just...
It basically walked up the wall and then jumped through the barrier that to your knowledge, people aren't supposed to just yeet themselves through it willy-nilly.
Okay.
And, you guys have never asked why and how they get people out of the barrier otherwise, so it's been hyped up as being damn near impenetrable, but you also know that they throw people out of it regularly.
Yeah, I'm a little bit confused here. So you're Wayne, you're surprised that the creature was able to pass through the barrier, but you
So-
said you tried to get thrown through the barrier by breaking the rules. So
So
how would that have
when-
worked?
For your information, it takes no less than 7 clerics to hold open a small hole enough to force somebody through.
So
And
I explained that.
7 20th level clerics, not just slouch clerics. And
Conclusion.
it closes immediately.
That's
So-
something one entity should be able to go through on its own.
So no one just you don't just go through. It's a huge ceremony, basically.
Who are you asking these questions to? Me?
Yes.
I'm
Yes,
giving you the information, and he is asking the questions to you.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, basically, like, they gotta, like, open it, but, like, it's a whole ritual with, like, a bunch of super powerful clerics, and it only really stays open for a little bit, like, just enough to throw somebody through.
But it's like not even there for the creature. It can just pass right through it. Tells me it's the same type of energy, maybe, perhaps.
I don't know,
Toot, roll Arcana.
the fact that it's running up the walls is more crazy. I mean,
Also, another tidbit
maybe
for
equally
you.
as crazy.
Another tidbit for you, Win, that you don't necessarily have to share if you don't want to, but they have to be celestial clerics.
I
Cadence
see.
clerics cannot make it. Do that.
I just say clerics.
Yeah.
I would, if I got that specific, I would be out of character.
I'm aware, but I'm just giving you the
Yeah.
information for future reference.
He's gotta,
Okay, good to know.
explain it the simplest way possible in the Giga Chad, way.
Yeah.
So, Sawtooth, you, from what you know of these creatures, if this barrier is what you think it should be like basically holy magic, and it should be actively damaging for them to touch it. The fact that one just walked through it is very suspicious.
Wait. So it would be like the opposite type. Okay, so if these walls are put up by Cadence, which is like,
Celestial.
Celestia.
Celestia, okay, which is like, positive solar, like bright, happy radiance type deal, and then that thing, which is like pure evil, death, necrotic, was able to pass through. I feel like those would be especially impossible to go back and forth between them. Like, that just makes no sense. He should not have been able to do that.
So you said you know a bit about these creatures, right? Well, I mean, I figured because we started chasing after it, and I didn't really know why.
me
You
and
did kind
Summer,
of tip your hand on that, so yes.
yeah, a few run-ins here and there. You don't want to mess with them. They're bad news.
Well, why were we chasing after them?
Because they're bad news.
Yes.
The
How
angry
stupid do you have to be?
kind of
So,
shout speaks.
because if we didn't, I thought it was a threat to pretty much everyone in this little place.
Exactly. If we let that thing get away, just think about what it could do to everyone else.
I didn't think it'd be running
Well-
straight towards the mist.
It looks
Well, it
surprised. to see
got
us.
away, obviously. But my question is how? So what do you know about these creatures?
This isn't the place to talk about that.
I was thinking exactly something like that. Anyway, I guess we can make our way back to a bit of a more private area.
Are you guys going to return to the abode of Win?
By the way, every time I mention like going back to my house, that's how I phrase it. Like going back to somewhere a little more private.
Where the magic happens. Sure, I guess.
Okay.
For reference, Kieran is still angry.
Kieran
Oh,
needs a
kidding.
bath.
Kieran's still angry. He's got shit on his face.
Yeah. So on the way home,
Through town as a fireball.
So on the way home, I'm sort of like quizzing him. So like this whole fireball thing, like what set it off? Like I've never seen it before.
Talk about it.
Oh, okay. I noticed that you still got a little something. Anyway, like, do you want some water for it to clean it off?
Just give him space, honestly. That's what you want to do.
Okay. There's a little I mean, honestly, it's a little chilly out tonight, so you know, I was just, if nothing, yeah, I was just gonna offer him some water.
Believe me, there was a point where like the flames never went off.
Summer snorts fire in that direction.
So, when you guys get back to Wynn's house, you know, the door's no longer on the hinges, so something might be wrong.
Maybe I should have taken your advice, but like,
Yeah, like
you
I
gave it to
said,
me at a bad time, so like,
Mm-mm.
can I blame you for not telling me sooner?
okay, shut up. Let's figure out what's going on.
No. I think this needs to be figured out. Are you blameworthy for not bringing it up sooner?
We'll install security after. I enter the house with daggers
Deal
drawn.
with that later. We need to figure out what's in there now.
With the dagger drawn.
I'm staying out here.
I'm right alongside Saw.
So,
Both daggers drawn.
as you guys go inside, the place has been ransacked. And it doesn't just look like a random ransacking. It looks as if somebody was really searching for something. Every drawer has been emptied, every closet opened, every box upturned. They even opened the kitchen sink.
What?
So-
How do you open this?
The drawer, the cabinets underneath it. That's what you
Well,
don't know how you
since
open
this
it.
is my home, would I have been hiding anything particularly valuable or anything like that?
I don't know. It's your home.
Well, I'm asking Nameless if there's any like anything I should be, going straight towards. Really.
I mean, honestly, unless you left behind the stuff that is part of your investigation, you don't particularly have anything that you would be super worried about, unless you have some sort of like family heirloom you want to.
Okay, so like nothing that's not replaceable with a little bit of money. Okay.
Yeah, unless you left behind parts of your investigation, like the statue.
No, those all stay in my bag as well as any heirlooms I have.
Okay. So, yeah, this place has been completely turned upside down. Even your underwear drawer's been emptied out. Not that
Oh,
you wear
that's
underwear.
rude! I exclaimed from my room, as everybody else is sort of going around the house.
I want to know what they found in there.
But
Hold up. Sorry, go ahead.
you do notice that, for the most part, they didn't take anything. You can roll investigation to do a more thorough search, though.
Huh.
That
Well-
works for everybody.
Did you have like valuables or like jewelry that could have been stolen?
Well, sure, there was, some aesthetic things, but really nothing that can't be replaced. I'm just
Same
kind of frustrated that I have to go through it all, I have to reorganize it and all that.
So whoever did that, whoever ransacked this place wasn't trying to find loot, like money and stuff.
Okay, so Toot, you don't really note anything of interest, and neither does Cameo. Although Cameo, did you bring the flowers with you?
Yes.
Okay. I was just making sure, because otherwise they would have been trampled.
Yeah, no, I'm carrying those things because I'll let you know later.
So since I'm outside, I want to roll perception for the outside of the house.
I would say investigation if you're wanting to look for anything suspicious other than, yes, house. House has a missing door.
This house is made of house. But yeah,
Can I
I'll
look
do-
for footprints?
I mean, that's basically what Fair is currently doing, and you're currently searching the inside. However, I did not get to Link, as you were doing your section of the search, you do note that there appears to be, in some of the really oddest places, like under tables, in like corners behind doors, scratched little symbols. Go ahead and roll an Arcana check.
Yeah, because instantly I thought rune. Is it going to go through? Oh, there we go.
Yes.
Ignore it's just the first one.
So,
Accidentally said it.
as far as you can tell, either it's a glyph of warding or some sort of way to scry. But it looks like somebody came in, ransacked, didn't find what they wanted, and left ways to try and figure out where that is. For Fair, as you were searching around outside, you do find several large footprints that match the feet of the star-spawn seers, which are the ones that the species that you chased. So
basically, I've seen that this place is bugged or trapped.
bugged.
So so everybody's all finished looking around and all that, and before we reconvene, I'm like, I haven't seen Summer in here for a while. Is it Summer or Fair or
It's Summer Flare.
Summer? Okay, Summer Flare. I haven't seen him in here for a while, so I go out to the front door and I start looking around. Summer, are you around here?
I'm gonna follow Win as they come out, and I'm gonna whisper to him, "Your place is bugged." Magic.
I whisper back, "Thank you." Okay.
Wait, bugged? What do you mean?
You
Mm.
didn't hear that?
You don't know.
Whisper.
Only Win knows right now.
Well, no, I
Yeah.
should have heard that. Since they went outside for that.
You were inside, Toot.
I was muted. Sorry.
Yeah.
Summer comes around the corner, having cooled off. Found some footprints around here. And they match the that creature.
Oh, okay.
I go back outside to meet up with everyone.
I think it probably ransacked this place, and then came looking for us.
Okay.
It's looking for something we have.
All right. Well,
We have.
Also,
everybody want to sit down at the table and we can talk it out, figure out what we all found.
Thank you very much.
Why not? Sure.
All right. Well,
But anyway, out of character, real quick. The perfect response to that, what Glace would have said to you or whispered to you would have been, "Yes, I know I have cockroaches. Thank you."
That was a missed opportunity.
oh shit! I'm so sad that I missed that.
We'll just pretend you said it in spirit.
Yeah, let's wreck on that.
So we sit at the table. I'm like, okay, so what's going on here? I really couldn't find anything indoors.
Okay, so what did you find outside, Summer? Do you want to present to the group?
I found some footprints, and they are the footprints of that creature.
All right. Well, I think that's about all we have time for here. Why don't we go somewhere else and talk about the rest of the findings, if there are any?
Alrighty.
I mean, what? Anyway,
What?
so I make my way back outside, and I just sit there for a second, like, where should I go?
Oh, no. I will not let that happen. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Wait,
Huh?
what is it? What's up?
What's wrong, Mir?
I'm sorry, were you talking to me?
Were
What are you talking
about? Us?
The
Is it
voice.
voices? What are they saying?
The mist will consume me. I'm not gonna let that happen. I follow most of the laws. Kind of.
Consume?
Yeah.
Is anybody else having a hard time hearing?
Yeah.
I heard something about consume that sounds ominous, and I don't like it.
Said that the mist is basically talking to her, saying that it's going to consume her.
Well,
Does it usually say things like that?
It says all sorts of crazy things.
You talk to the mist often?
I hope it's crazy.
It's not the mist itself.
Well, that's a relief.
What is it?
I wouldn't be shocked if it's something in the mist itself.
Well, I just had a thought. I think I want to go to the police station. Or I guess it's not the police station, but I don't know, what is it, like the guard post? Nameless?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I want to go to the guard post for, a little errand.
Post.
Yeah,
The shower.
Anything? Do we find anything else out about this? About
probably.
what the attacker did?
Well, that's, something that we want to save for, not right now. Anyway.
Why are you dodging this? We need to figure out what's happening.
Let's go to the guard post.
We should go to the guard post. There's
Yeah,
something
we should-
important there.
oh.
We need to find out.
Okay, yes. Anyway, I have an errand to run that is very urgent, so unless you have anything more important, which I don't think you do, I will be going now. You guys should follow.
Okay.
I really hope they have a shower.
They should have a shower.
Probably have showers for off shifts.
You guys, and I will note for everybody that Sun has not moved this entire time. Don't forget that. But will you guys make it to the guard shack? The guard shack post is in complete and utter disarray. People are running around yelling things, and just chaos.
Hey, Sergeant Jeff, what is happening here?
The random pony you accosted with that gives you a look like I don't have time for this and tells you, I'm sure you've probably already heard about it. I'm too busy to deal with you. Go pester somebody else with your investigation, and takes off.
Oh, okay. I go a little bit further in, and into the chaos. Try to go to the front desk and ring the bell.
And I'm
Wait
following,
around.
right?
Just nonchalant while there's chaos around.
Uh-huh.
The one of the guards looks at you and says, "Aren't you supposed to be headed to the temple with the rest of the clerics?"
I'm sorry, what?
What's going on? We have no idea.
Well, to be honest, we don't really either. We just keep getting reports of things attacking people.
Uh-huh. Do we have description of these things?
There's
I can take out my notepad.
He shakes his
more.
head and says, "It changes every time we have a new report."
Interesting, okay.
What did you say?
Well, could I use one of your interrogation rooms for a second? One that hasn't been, mangled with.
He shrugs and points off to an open door and says, "You could use that room."
Alright, thank you.
As you are walking away, somebody comes up yelling about a pile of goo, teeth, and eyeballs that tried to eat their significant other.
Very cool, sounds appetizing. Alright, let's get in here. Close the door.
Okay.
Somebody at least have a rag.
Oh, hold on, I start searching around in my...
actually.
There
Do you
is
think-
a bucket of cold water in the room.
Would a rag
Probably
be good enough
dunked
to
my
consider
face in it.
trinket? Can I just summon a rag? For,
Yes, you
I
can. You can summon a rag.
Alrighty, I'm just going to straight up summon a rag and hand it over to Summer.
Do I notice?
I wanted to repeat it last time.
I want to point out for Fair and Toot, this is something they know that a reindeer can just do.
Mm-hmm.
True,
They can
true.
summon gifts.
Yeah, we had a reindeer friend once.
This is
Long
for you,
time
friend.
Long time ago.
But yes, so Fair, you now have bucket of cold water and rag.
Thank you.
Of course.
Okay, at any rate, we did have some more things to discuss. We didn't have a full conversation. There's a reason for that. Let's have an actual conversation now.
Okay, so you weren't dodging it. What's the deal?
There are glyphs around Wynn's place Glyphs of warding, glyphs of spying. Basically, it's been bugged by something. Something was searching for something in this place, and I don't think it found it.
I have a feeling I know what they were looking for.
I have an odd feeling I do too.
The envelope, maybe? The letters?
Don't pull it out. Whatever you do, do not pull out that envelope.
What would they be looking for?
The
Contents.
I hold
of-
my hoof up like I'm going to slap him. Like,
I would like cower back.
well, think about it. Just opening it killed the poor wizard. So like we weren't supposed to see that. This is someone else's. The letters.
Alright.
So
How do you know he was poor?
I need my casters to do a quick Arcana.
Okay. Wait, I'm not a caster
Does
anymore.
that include-
Toot,
Wait,
I
does
will
that
allow
include
you
me?
to do it as well.
Yes.
That includes you, artificers, or caster classes.
I
Two,
won't
you
be a
have no
caster
clue.
Till 3rd level.
All right. What else is new?
Ooh, nice.
So So for Link and Win, you actually failed.
Oh.
It was a minimum 20. So
Holy cow.
for Cameo, the pieces are starting to kind of slide into place now. The what's the word I'm looking for?
Seal word.
The seal on the letter actually had a glyph that you guys didn't recognize. But nobody ever asked to roll Arcana on it that I remember, so it is starting to come together slowly, but it appears that your wizard friend that, got completely decimated was used as a spell component.
Oh my.
Oh, fuck.
But the question is whether it weakened the barrier, let things into the barrier, release things from the letter. You can't really tell. But it looks like you guys kind of like opened a ticking time bomb.
Oh fuck! What?
Keep muttering under my breath. Shouldn't have opened the letter.
Hold on.
Opening the
Cameo
letter.
telling this to us?
No.
Cameo hasn't told you guys yet. If
Mhm.
you would quit yelling, she might have the opportunity to.
Fuck. Do you remember what was on the seal?
Nope.
Wasn't it a skull or
It
something?
was a stag. or
Yeah,
something?
it was a dag skull or something.
I think what happened was that letter shit used the wizard as a spell component.
Okay. And yep. You need
Wait.
some more water, I think. I would.
No. Hear me out.
Like it required a life to open?
I wouldn't.
Yes, there are some extreme spells that, from
You
what
would be
I
all
know
too
about
familiar with
them,
this kind of spell too.
Mm-hmm.
from what I know would cost a life. It doesn't always mean you'll get a life back, but it means some of the most insane shit. Like, it probably weakened the barrier or teleported these shits in. That's why so much shit is happening now.
Okay. And Nameless, a piece of world information. How much public knowledge is there about spells?
What Cameo is divulging right now should not be public knowledge.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And would like the clerics of Cadence know this sort of thing?
A cleric of Cadence would know that this kind of magic is so badly forbidden that they wouldn't even bother throwing you over. They would just obliterate you where you stand if you were
Right.
trying to cast it.
Okay, so
And they would probably send an entire like company's worth of their highest level clerics to deal with you.
So I mumbled to myself, this is why we did it in private. Alright, so, what was, you've told us your name.
You mean Murmur?
Murmur, yes. Trying to do it better. How do you know about something like that?
This is your moment to be like, oh shit, I tipped my hand. Because I will remind you, Cameo, this is somebody that very potentially could end the rest of your life. Just having that knowledge is enough to get you thrown over the wall.
In fact, I believe not doing that would have something to do with... I don't know if it's a piety thing or not, but... Anyway, go ahead.
So,
Same reason I know ancient Alicorn.
Oh.
So for your information, when that is unclear whether or not it is a piety thing for you. Because
Yes.
There is a certain line that gets blurred when it comes to organizations.
Mm-hmm.
And, the decision is yours on whether or not you keep this quiet.
Okay. So, it's the same reason you knew Ancient Ponish?
Alicorn. Ancient Alicorn.
Ancient Alicorn. Okay.
And for reference, they don't even teach that language ever,
Mhm.
anywhere.
Yeah.
Like, it's dead.
Okay, so would I still know about it like Latin, or is it like one of those like proto-Latin languages?
Old Ponish is Latin. This is closer to something like Sanskrit.
I see. Okay.
No, okay.
So, and refresh me, how do you know that again?
Because I've been haunted continuously for years now.
Oh, so the mist taught you. Okay.
So,
Because,
just a bit of extra information for that. That would explain if they did research on ancient Alicorn and had something actively speaking it at them. It would explain the ancient Alicorn, but the spells seem a bit much. Whether or not you address that is up to you.
yeah. I mean, I sort of gave my thoughts on it to begin with, but anyway, okay, so the mist taught you about knowledge that I really should be killing you about. Well, I don't know if I have the ability to, so.
Wait, what?
What?
Illegal knowledge?
Yes.
What is this?
I am clearly backing away at this point. Like, I already knew that sentence was going to be said.
Ever! I am also a investigator, and this is relevant to my, my magnum opus case. So, as of right now, I will take no action on this newfound knowledge.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, now we all have the knowledge, so,
Uh-huh. That's just... We're a team now. You guys are part of the team. This is...
okay. Well, for that matter, I'm familiar with an ancient Alicorn that used multiple deaths for one spell.
Uh-huh.
Did not go well.
What was the name of that Alicorn?
I don't think we should mention his name.
Will you kill us if we tell you?
No, we're a team. We're a team. Like, it doesn't matter anymore.
Not an important detail. It's in the past it's dealt with, but
Oh, I see. Okay.
I'm just confused why this letter would arrive at your door.
Well, it's like,
Maybe you know something you shouldn't.
I don't know. I just got the letter,
Because Because out of all of us, you're the one who's been snooping their nose around this
So-
place.
Look,
I
Yes.
want you to roll insight.
Okay.
am I supposed to know something that I don't
I-
know right now, Nameless?
You have no clue why you have the letter. It just showed up one day.
I
This is
yeah,
to see if
that,
Toot can figure that out.
May
Yes.
I roll insight as well?
Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
I have an odd connection that I'm putting together.
Add 2 to mine. Mine's 11.
I'm putting a connection together too.
So, Fair and Toot. We'll let the other two roll first, but you're getting a heavy feeling that he's kind of full of shit. We'll see if the other two get any better.
Okay.
Yeah, Sawtooth and I are like squinting our eyes narrowly at him as he's talking.
Mm,
Letter this
Okay.
important. You're not
Cameo, what do you get? We're waiting on cameos.
Ah!
The
Cameo,
movie-
roll 20 just hates you. Link,
the sound. Love that sound.
yeah.
Link,
There's the angry
you, you've sussed him out. You realize that he has no clue why he has the letter. He knows it's important, and obviously from opening it now, you also know this. But he doesn't really know where it came from, who sent it, why it's here, why it's important, or why it had what it had in it.
Yep.
And that goes for everything else he has been waving around, the admit one and the statue. Those are probably both important as well, but you don't know why, and neither does he.
Why does he have them then? Okay, it's just
I
like
don't think you have any idea what this was for, and I think that's why you have it, because they knew that your curious nature would get you to investigate it and try and get into it without consulting anyone about it.
Oh, so
Do
what
it.
you're
This guy
saying
has
is
no
they
idea what
gave
he's
it.
doing.
So what you're saying is that they gave it to me so that I would open it so that they would come in. So obviously those creatures gave it to me on purpose.
They basically
No.
used you and your curious nature in order to set something in motion that they
Oh.
wouldn't really work with anyone else, because you're so focused on the facts and finding out what's going on that you didn't really have enough caution about it. Although, to be fair, none of us did.
So, as you guys are talking, something explodes very loudly outside.
whoa.
You know, on
I go to
I
see
was-
what it is.
I was split between having this conversation and sprinting over to like a chapel, cleric, a place, church. I think I'm going to do that now.
I want to investigate. I want to run towards the sound and see what's happening.
So, everybody running outside?
Yep.
Mhm.
Well, I'm not staying in a small room while there's explosions around.
So, you guys go outside, and it looks like hell just crawled out and started trying to eat the city. There are monsters of various descriptions being beaten off by numbers of clerics and guards trying to, like, hold them back. And you guys run face first into Golden Quill, who immediately looks at Wynn and goes,
Hi, John. How's it going?
"What did you do?"
Do you know anything about this?
What do you mean? What did I do? Why is it always me you guys come to whenever something crazy happens?
Because who else goes sticking their nose in places it doesn't belong in regards
Look,
to
a lot of people downtown, I think I know what you mean, do that a lot, okay? Okay, well, to the mist, yeah, well, a lot of people downtown.
Oh my
for
gosh.
Glacius,
go
I'll
ahead,
to
go
him,
ahead
like-
and try and roll a deception at a disadvantage. Yes, you.
Yep, I'm working on it. Lots of buttons to click.
Mhm.
And things to find. Uh-huh.
Yeah, no, he's not convinced in the slightest.
I use my telekinesis to shut his mouth, and I ask Golden Quill, "What the hell is going on around here?"
he kind of broadly gestures and says, "Well, something let things in from the mist somehow."
Is that all you know about it?
He says, "As of right now, that is all the information we've been able to gather. As of right now, you all are also under arrest until we can figure out what happened."
What?
And when he says that, like, guards that had been, like, just kind of standing around just kind of cluster in around you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Hold up! I'm willing to make a deal.
He cocks an eyebrow and says, "Oh." In a
I
very
can tell you
sarcastic
what
tone.
I know about the situation from my perspective.
Are you sure that's a good idea? I don't think that's a good idea.
I'm not getting thrown into the fucking mist. I already have to deal with a goddamn monster on my tail 24 fucking 7. I don't want any more of that shit.
He
Yes.
gestures for the guards to take you away as he turns and begins chanting off a spell. So
Okay.
you guys are all shuffled into a cell, and no less than 4 guards are left on the outer door. But for the most part, you guys are alone enough that you can speak without being heard. What do?
So they took Murmur off and then threw the rest of us in jail?
No, they put everybody in jail.
Oh, okay.
They didn't have the time to listen to people talk. You know, they're kind of actively under attack.
Okay.
Right. Now we're in here and we can't even help them save the city. Oh, you can talk now.
No. Well,
no,
thank
I have
you.
no thesis on it. No.
Now
Go
what?
Well, I don't really see any way of getting out of here.
How wide are the bars?
They're pretty standard. Like, you can't easily squeeze through them at your size.
We're not about to do this whole cockroach thing again, Sawtooth.
Getting out of here wouldn't be an issue, but where would we go?
Get over
That's
this.
the problem.
Is it held in by a key?
Yes, it is held in by a key.
Well, we can figure that part out when we get there, Glace. Can I look at the guards to see if any of them have the key on them?
They are not in the same room as you guys. You
They-
basically you have a hallway with cells. They are standing on the outside of the hallway.
Did they take our stuff?
No, they just threw you in there because they didn't have time to strip you.
Oh, that makes it easy.
Wise decision.
Hey. Well,
I
So-
pull out my pan flute and start playing it.
Hey, Summer,
What are you guys gonna do?
I'm working on it.
you want to tear these bars apart, telekinesis style?
I mean, I could try. I don't really know how great that's gonna be.
It's worth a shot.
I guess it's worth a shot.
Roll strength if you are going to attempt that.
Let's see how this goes. Just a flat strength roll or strength check.
Yep.
Are we all in the same cell right now?
Yes, they just shoved you all in the same room because of yes, so the bars are still straight. They have not budged. You cannot move them right now.
I really miss being strong.
What if we started a fire in here? Then they'd have to open the doors, right?
Oh, look at
You,
me.
sir, are very wrong. They don't have to do jack shit to us.
Yeah. So wait, they would just let the fire spread and burn us alive?
Are we not guilty men?
No.
You might be guilty.
What We're a team!
Of what? We're on the same... What? There's
We're
nothing...
guilty of association.
Yeah,
Just
see, he knows what's up. Thank you, Glaze.
Just the fact that we're with him will get us thrown into the mill.
What a great job we've done.
Summer leans over to Sawtooth, whispers in his ear, "So when do you think we should tell them?"
Tell them what?
You know.
No, I don't.
You and I.
Mm-hmm.
When do you think we should tell them, or are we just gonna let them figure it out?
You and I what? I'm sorry, you cut out.
Are we going to let them figure it out, or are we going to tell them? You know,
Figure what out? What are you whispering about?
Here. We're not from here, dude.
I think that's obvious, but that doesn't help us in this situation.
Well, I'm just thinking, you know.
What advantage would it have?
Well, we could tell them quite a bit of information.
Well, at this point, I don't suppose we have anything left to lose. We're already in jail and against the law for whatever reason.
They're kind of with us anyway, so...
Okay.
Yo, Sawtooth?
Hmm?
Give me back my cloak.
What? I didn't take anything. What?
No, you.
I gave it to you earlier.
Cloak earlier.
Oh,
Your identity.
the cloak. Oh my gosh, I forgot I was wearing it. Here. Thank you. Thanks again for letting me borrow it. I hand it back. Or I hoof it back, whatever.
You take it and quickly put it over my head.
Okay. Let's just hope I don't run into any of those thieves. But
Have to be the least of your worries.
Mm-hmm.
I start looking at my little goat statue. I believe his name is Grogar.
The eyes are currently glowing.
you know, for once you're actually right. Hold up.
Aha! See, I told you this. It's a lead.
Wait. I saw that thing 2 days ago, and it was not glowing.
Can
Uh-huh.
Can I roll Arcana?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say same thing.
All of the casters are welcome to grow.
To Grogar.
We're not growing Arcana. We are rolling Arcana.
You know.
My
Cast
bio
out.
info is
Grogar check.
empty right now.
Good job.
Okay.
You somehow
Okay.
made it to 1 without nat 1-ing.
I need to exit Roll20. I'll be right back. Something's really funky.
So obviously, this has to do with the sacredness of this jail cell we're in.
It's a basic shrine spell, totally.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that's not it, but there is something else here, and I think it's connected to what's going on in the city.
Maybe there was like a infamous magician that was once in the cell and he like died in here or something like that.
Okay, so you think the cell is cursed? That's what you're saying?
Yes.
Go
Okay.
ahead and roll
I
something.
mean, we're in here, so like, you know.
Alright, well, let me just... It's empty! My character sheet is empty.
What?
Uh-oh.
Oh, I'm in the bio. I need to click on the core. Okay, I found it. I was on the wrong tab.
Mhm.
Silly me. Okay, so I'm rolling Arcana, right?
Yes.
There. Sorry it took so long.
Okay. So, for everybody but Win, this object seems to be reacting to the presence of the creatures that came from the mist. You know, the star spawn. That's as far as you get with it. Let's see. Toot.
Yeah.
But for the other two, it appears that this may be some sort of idol of some sort, which seems a bit strange considering, you know, from what Sawtooth has said about Grogar. Because if I remember correctly, Sawtooth told everybody about Grogar being, you know, kind of ancient He should be dead.
Yeah. I did share that. Well,
Okay.
This isn't too surprising if this is somehow connected to Grogar, because he was ancient, but I did have some part of him lives on. I did have a vision. I was given a vision by Grogar, I'm pretty sure, warning me of terrible things that could happen.
Hey, Summer, roll insight. At advantage.
Open up this real quick.
There's no way to tell
17.
if what he's saying actually necessarily applies to this world.
Hey, Sawtooth.
What?
That might not be true for this world.
The way I see it, if this world's split off point, for lack of a better term, was Nightmare Moon, the summer solstice or whatever, then equestrian history before that should be the same as the world we came from.
Well, as far as we can tell, at least from what the research, before that everything's the same. But how do we know for certain?
It's, well, whatever happened to Grogar in our world, he was still able to give me a vision somehow, whether posthumously or I don't know. So I don't think the situations would be that much different, since whatever occurred to Grogar would have happened before the split off point. I feel like it's pretty safe to assume the histories are close enough as far as Grogar is concerned. So I think it's possible he might be connected to this statue thing. That's my hunch.
Well,
I certainly hope for the sake of this world that it's not.
Hmm.
Well, I'm kind of curious. I had a good experience with I mean, for the most part, the Amulet of Avarice was pretty cool. It got us out of a lot of sticky situations, and
But it also cost a lot of stuff.
okay.
that was
In
more user error.
any case,
So otherworld. Gotcha.
I have a proposition.
You were listening.
Okay.
I mean, this is a closed-off prison cell. Now it's a loud conversation. So yep.
Would you guys
Doesn't matter.
give me a couple of seconds just to concentrate and sort of figure out what kind of magic this is?
Do you have the capability to concentrate?
I solemnly swear that I do not.
Uh-huh.
Okay, well, I mean, I do still have, the idea. Here's my idea. I'm going to sort of sit down, look at this really hard, and I'll be able to know what kind of magic it is.
Alright, proceed.
That's
I'm watching.
asinine. You go ahead and try. You know what?
Okay. I sit down and I, just cross my legs. I have the, little idol in my both of my hands. I'm holding it with both hands, and I say, so I just mutter something, and there's like I use one of my hands to sort of wave my hoofs to wave wave it over in like a circle. This would be detect magic as a ritual.
Okay. So it appears to be enchanted with a series of divination spells.
Wait, divination. I forgot what. Does anybody know what school divination, like what that's all about?
Divination is its own school.
I mean, like, what's it about?
Divination is stuff that's like secrets, like long forgotten, and like predicting the future, that kind of stuff. It's more, I guess, scrying and things of that field.
Oh, so we were tracked from the start. Okay.
That makes sense. The vision I had from Grogar was showing the future, or a future.
So I learned today. I learned about Grogar that he is all about the future and the past and time.
I mean, I'm not sure if I'd go that far with it, but there's something connected to that there. How do you? Does it have a trigger? How do you activate it? Like,
I think the trigger was the seal on the envelope. See, I told you I was onto something. There's a method always to my madness.
Your method is do shit blindly and hope it doesn't kill you.
Hey,
and it's killing us.
Semantics. Little details, okay? Don't worry about it.
It's currently
Don't
killing.
worry about it. Not worrying about it is what got us in this place.
Point is that I have made progress on the case.
Yeah, progress in destroying civilization as we know.
Look, man.
What a wonderful
Sometimes-
development.
Sometimes
Wait.
it's a little give, a little take.
Art.
A little take? A little fucking take? This is what you call a little take?
Calm down. Hold up, just a second. Can I see that statue real quick?
Yeah, sure. Sort of toss it over.
All right. So I look closely at the eyes. Can I roll for something, or what do I do?
I mean, you're just staring at glowing statue eyes, so I'm not sure what you're trying to look at.
They're just eyes. There's no detail in them.
They're gemstones. They're just gemstones.
I can't see the future through them or anything.
No.
I look at Sawtooth and I say, dude, you don't have squid eyes anymore.
Shut up! I don't want them to know about the squid eyes. Can I roll Arcana again?
I mean, there's not much else that it would tell you other than, like, what you already know.
Shouldn't I have some sort of like connection with this magic since I had the amulet? Like,
Not everything a caster creates, if they make magic items, is going to be the same.
Why do I feel like at this point I should be the one checking it? I just feel way too pissed off.
here, go ahead. I pass it to Murmur.
I want to use it to bash it over the guy's head.
You can use it as a bludgeon against wind.
And that'll show him the future.
Roll the hit.
I'm the one that smacks people that are stupid in this party.
It's like, yes,
it seems like you've been beaten to the punch this time.
literally.
If Roll20 decides to not be a bitch.
Oh no!
Oh no.
So, Win, you're currently unconscious.
Yeah.
I had 2 to begin with, so I wasn't expecting much.
I remembered that, and you didn't say anything about healing, so yeah, you're currently unconscious.
I didn't have any
That's
chance to
saving
heal.
roll.
Get
Let's
Murmur,
go.
I'm like, good hit. Couldn't have done better myself.
I don't know about the wisdom of that move, but it was satisfying to watch.
I don't know. We had a party member before that took a lot of blunt force trauma to the head. He's fine, I think.
Is he? Yeah,
I think he's fine.
he's mostly.
Builds character.
So as you guys are talking,
Oh, hold on, important. I weep in my sleep. Just better. No,
As you guys are-
it's character moment. Hold on, let me take the spotlight. I weep in my sleep. Just want to be known.
Oh.
I would feel so bad if I didn't also feel so angry.
So, as you guys are talking after knocking him out, a very fat unicorn walks in, and he pulls something out from under the table and like shows you guys what appears to be a large coin with a glyph scratched on it or etched on it, and says, "Thank you for the confessions."
Yeah, I was quite aware.
Oh. Shoot. This room was bugged?
I do.
Of course it was.
Mm-hmm.
Snort.
Did they hear the whisper parts, though?
You wouldn't know
No.
that.
I'm pretty sure that's against one of the amendments. Like that was pretty illegal. Like
That's illegal
What
am I a
here.
lawyer? Like, I'm entitled to a lawyer. I'm pretty sure, right?
That's
I
illegal
don't
here.
know.
I think you give a fuck about that.
It's here.
Oh, and wouldn't you look at that? You guys have all lost your bargaining privilege.
Shut up, you're
Motherfucker, you're knocked out. Shut the fuck up.
Okay,
Shut up, you're dead!
No, that's completely out of character.
if we don't get out of here, they're gonna throw us over the wall. They're gonna throw us into the mist.
If they don't do something worse.
Well, what could be worse than being thrown into the mist? Honestly,
Death.
I don't know about that.
Just instant incineration.
There is nothing worse. The mist is the worst punishment you can
Yeah,
get.
instant incineration. Like that's not even painful. It's over before it happens.
You know, at least if we're in the mist, we can do something.
Yeah, like suffer. Let's just get out of here. Let's.
There is a unicorn in front of us right now. Why are you talking about getting out of here?
There's got to be something we can do. You know, like
You know what? If I'm gonna end up in the
The
mist,
unicorn
might
has
as
walked
well
out of the room.
have a
Wait, what, mermaid?
We heard the last, like the
We
first
really
bit.
need to do something about that microphone.
I heard and then it was it.
Yeah, we heard. If I might as well end up, if I'm gonna end up in the mist, I might as well. Followed by silence, followed by the cut portion of a scream.
Yeah.
So, what were you trying to say, Cameo?
That's great. Oof.
Is it even? Yeah, it's picking me up still, but not when I go and it
We
just nothing
really
else.
need to do something about that.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
hear me.
We heard that, or at least
A
I did.
little. Yeah.
Oh, Sawtooth.
Yeah.
Okay, can anyone hear me now?
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, I said if I'm gonna end up in the mist, might as well stop giving a fuck. And I shapeshift to get the fuck out.
And what was the last part?
I shapeshift to get the fuck out.
Oh. I don't
Like,
think we can't do that though. I think Nameless decided that we can't change sizes in our transformations. Like we can't become small enough to do things like cockroaches.
you don't need to become, like, a physically small insect. You can shapeshift in different ways.
Yes, that
To,
you could
to work on
become.
both.
There are ways that you could creatively shapeshift and still be within the rules. But I would say let Fair say what he's about to say before you like yeet yourself out of the bars.
Okay.
Maybe Sawtooth.
What?
Maybe the king is in the mist.
The king?
You know why we were sent here.
Right. Maybe the king is Nightmare Moon. Like doesn't have to be like king could be a general term, like just ruler, you know?
Maybe, but I have a strong feeling that whatever we were seeing is in the mist. So maybe getting sent to the mist is really what we should do.
Or we could get killed instantly once we get thrown in. Like that's probably what happens to everyone who gets thrown in the mist. It's a
We've
death
been
wish.
through worse.
So
At least
this
I
is
hope
actually
we've been
something that Glace could weigh in on. That you don't die instantly. It's the things in there that kill you.
Is Glaze going to
It
weigh
would be a
in?
lot better if we had some sort of preparation, but no, it's not guaranteed death.
Still, that should be a worst case scenario. We should still find a way out of here so we can at least prepare if we have to go into the mist. Okay? What can we do? I mean, I could think of something that I don't know. Never mind.
I also want to point out, Sawtooth, that what were you told about the barrier? Like how to get through the barrier?
that it takes a bunch of strong people. Oh,
They don't want things coming in and out of the barrier. What is happening right now is a fluke.
so hold up. So, what you were trying to do, getting
He's
thrown in,
unconscious.
What are you thinking?
When is snoring right now?
wake up. Dude,
I will allow
relax,
for Win
bro.
to
Wake up!
It's like be out of the thing by now.
I pour some tasted water on him. Okay,
Hold
Hold
on.
are you okay?
First off,
No, we're not doing this. Keep it down, or unless you want that to happen again. I just woke you up.
what again?
Oh, yeah, you got knocked out. You got hit in the head. It was pretty funny.
That was pretty funny. Reminds me of the good old times.
So the thing, what you had planned, trying to get thrown into the mist, that's what we need to do. But after escaping out of jail, so we can prepare for it.
Okay, so
You know this place better than anyone else. How do we get out of here? Are there any protocols that would cause for the doors to have to be opened, or any way, like any secrets that could, like secret doors or windows? I don't know, just anything.
you're expecting a lot out of me.
Well, you work
Not
here.
really.
You
For
work here.
somebody who just got beat up, I mean, I'm not really feeling partial to share any information,
I can't believe we're doing this.
We don't have time for this.
You hurt my feelings and my head.
That wasn't me. No, honestly, and I wouldn't even say it was Murmur. You had that coming.
We are a team.
Yes, which is why you should help us get out.
Well, I don't feel like it now right now. I have a headache.
You're about to give me a headache, and you know what happens when I get a headache? I get angry.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Let me think first. I mean, honestly, I'm just stalling for time.
Screw it, I'm gonna try this. Okay, would I be able to use telekinesis on my thieves' tools to try and pick my way out?
Give me just a sec.
Oh shoot, I have thieves' tools.
Yes, you are no longer a wizard.
Oh.
I'm a wizard, but I have thieves' tools.
Also, now that you guys are no longer yelling at Wen, you do notice that Murmur is standing outside of the cell and has been.
Wait.
Well, hold on. So,
Hey,
why don't we just do whatever she did?
Yeah,
Obviously-
how'd you get there?
I try the door.
So, for y'all's information, there is no obvious way outside besides the door that the guards have been coming in and out of through, and she shapeshifted into a more slender form to step through the bars.
Yeah, I am aware of that out of game, but my character is suggesting, why don't we just do whatever she did?
Yeah, I understand.
obviously-
I was
know
just
that-
making sure everybody understood.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that. How I just wasn't looking. So, how did you get out?
I don't know. A changeling transformation is pretty obvious.
Well, I'm going with you guys were too busy yelling at Win when she transformed, but she is currently
Okay.
just to for character reasons. Are we gonna say that you are currently in changeling form?
Yeah, because I literally stopped giving a fuck. I'm just
Yes.
straight up in my changing form at this point.
So purple.
Oh, okay. So it's very obvious to at least me and Farrah and anyone who knows what a changeling is.
Changelings are so exceptionally rare to find in their changeling form that Win might just know that they exist, but not what they look like.
What is that creature?
Okay, well, let me change my response then.
Is Murmur reformed or unreformed?
Unreformed.
So cheese
But-
legs.
Yeah.
Twist.
I
That
have
might
two
have
things
happened.
related, maybe unrelated. What is that thing, and where did Murmur go?
That's
is
a
Murmur.
changeling. That's Murmur.
Oh,
They're shapeshifters. They can take any form, and I guess while we were yelling at each other, they went between the bars, turned into something thin. You hide it really well, I have to say.
Listen,
I thought you used a
I don't
potion.
give a fuck.
Okay, how did the rest of us get out? Like,
okay? I don't know how this works, but do you remember any of like the guards, how they looked?
that's a good idea.
No, yeah.
I'm getting an idea.
So like, all I'm saying is, if you can like shapeshift into someone who looks like they know what they're doing, you might be able to go grab keys. They should be in most of the desks actually around here.
And then you can let the rest of us out.
I facepalm for a moment. If I turn into a copy of people who I know are outside, they're going to know something is up.
It's too frantic right now. They're not going to know. It's too frantic.
I will have to wait until someone comes in, knock them out, and then take their forms.
So
I'm just.
go
Are we
ahead
really gonna-
and
I don't-
everybody roll
that's not-
perception real quick.
Okay. I would say passive is 15, but like fun of rolling? I don't know.
Oh,
I mean,
nice.
Fun of rolling got me it.
I got you at 20, so
Yeah.
well, 25 technically, but so
Nice.
let's see, we got one more that we're missing.
Excuse me?
It should be going through. There we go.
Me having a moment.
So for Glace, you don't really notice any changes, and same with Sawtooth, but for the other three, the sound of combat has kind of died down. There are no more explosions, and it's kind of dulled down to groaning and, the sounds of fires. For Wynn specifically, you can hear the sounds of healers chanting, like, healing spells.
So why don't they have me if they have so many casualties up?
Remember, you're the...
It's almost as if you're a traitor or something.
Not like they know or anything. Like, I never gave them anything, to suggest that. They just put me under arrest.
Right.
During all this, I've been trying to use Steve's tools to break out. Can I roll for that?
Roll sleight of hoof.
Mhm.
I see, I sort of, at this point, noticed that he was like, oh, you know how to use them too?
I also want is somebody going to inform Wynn that they bugged the cell while y'all were talking?
Yeah, I just don't know that.
Yeah,
I
anything you
was
say can and will be
trying to
held
mention
in
it.
the court of law.
I don't know if there's going to
There you
be
go.
any court of law right now.
That's
What about
true.
a court of law?
They're listening, and anything we say is being...
Well, it was until the unicorn came in and then took the place out.
And
Oh.
as far as you're able to tell Murmur, there weren't any other bugs?
Everything we
That's what
said
I'm saying.
after that, they didn't hear.
Yep, which is
Right.
why I'm now getting my way out of here. After
There's
the
still the primary problem of, even if you are out of your cell, there is a one entrance into that area, and that is the area that is being guarded.
I point that out. Yeah, so
Is the
Like-
unicorn still there?
do you know how to use those tools, Glace?
oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's my
So, Glace has opened the cell door. The outside door has a window, and if you want, you must roll stealth to try and look over without being spotted, to see what is the outside looks like.
I can do that.
Yeah, I would suggest only one person doing it, because otherwise it's like
Mhm.
5 people trying to cram their face into
Well,
a
okay.
porthole.
Who has the best dex then? Because mine's okay. It's not the best.
Uh-oh. Metagaming.
Metagaming.
Oh, sorry.
You
Never
already
mind.
volunteered to. You're going first.
Okay.
So when you go to peek over the window, you do spot what appears to be 2 earth ponies, a unicorn, and a pegasi. They are currently standing guard. They do not seem to be actively engaged in anything, and for the most part, they all have their backs towards the door, but the other door to get out of there is on the far side of the room. So they are facing that door, not your door.
We're gonna have to take them all, I think.
What do you see?
I see. Okay, there's 2 earth ponies, a pegasus, and a unicorn. We'll have to take the unicorn out first because I think magic is the most unpredictable. The pegasus has no advantage in a room like this, so I think we should go for the earth ponies next, and then the pegasus. Unless, Murmur, if you took the form of one of the guards, that would cause a lot of confusion, and the guards wouldn't know which one to go for.
Assuming they're not paying attention to those next to them, but simply flying next to one may actually be able to get them confused enough.
Exactly. If we catch them by enough surprise and you jump on top of one of them, it's like, well, which one was the one jumped on top of? And it's like, okay, now there's 2 of them. I don't know which one to attack. Trust me, it works. I've done I've seen it happen before.
Trust me, it just works.
How much space is between them?
Wait, is this door locked by any chance?
Hold on, let me see if I can get you guys a good... It just says random battle, so we're gonna
What?
use this as the
Oh,
prison cell.
now...
Ignore the fact that it looks like a battle arena because like it's not meant to, but don't see. Let me do some editing.
So, I do have an idea that may actually help with the changeling thing to make it a bit smoother. What we can do is, pretend like we're back in the cell, right? Like, have it pretend locked, like, you gotta lock it. So, we'll just have, a rock to hold it closed and all that. And then I can set up a block of, I can set up some incense to get them, at least one of them to come check on us. Which they probably would. And then we can take at least that one out at first and get the jump on him in a, more effective way. What do you think?
Oh, that brain of yours actually worked?
I told you there's a process!
He has good ideas, he just doesn't think them through.
Ignore that these are all the same, but this is going to be basically the layout. So you guys are inside there.
Mm-hmm.
So,
So
We get
that
them-
would mean that we need somebody to maybe, I guess, hide behind the door. That way, we can close the door because they might leave it open, and then also, have the 2-sided pincher attack. That would probably be beneficial. Is anybody familiar with that sort of fighting style?
explain it anyway.
So basically, anybody who, basically the fighting style is, they're very good at hitting their enemies, and they can exploit the enemy's distraction on other enemies. Or the enemy being distracted with other enemies.
Let's just try something and go for it.
All right.
I feel like if we like throw a pebble at the window, they'll come in, and then we can just attack the one that comes in.
Well, like I said, okay, yeah, we can do, yeah, okay.
Okay. Oh wait, no, wait. Why were you saying to pretend to? I'm just gonna stop talking.
Yes. So, plan is somebody hides behind the door, hopefully stealthily, and closes it once they come in, sort of naturally, and then they come investigate the cell, notice that one of us is missing, and we sort of get a bit of a, the person who's behind the door and closes it attacks them. We have enough time to get out of the cell and attack them as well.
So I have a question. How many of you are at less than full HP?
I'm at full HP.
I'm
at full.
fine, but
I should be at 1. Yep.
I am at 8 hit points.
So 2 people are at less than full.
Then again,
How? Okay, so I feel like
we still have all our stuff. Give me a moment. I can just.
So these are city guards.
Mm-hmm.
They're
And
gonna have.
just a bit of metagaming information. Normally, city guards for a starter party are about level 5-ish.
yep.
so they could probably take our team down if we're not careful.
There is 4 of them. And there are how many of you?
5.
And 2 of you need a wet fart to pass out.
True.
Hey, I got potions. Well, it's in the room.
What potions do you have?
Literally a singular, very weak potion.
Do you have any more of that acid?
Jeez, what makes you think I would have that? It's not like the only bottle I had got destroyed or anything.
Sorry, I didn't mean to. I was being chased by a bunch of, it wasn't good. It wasn't good.
You bumped into me before the chasing happened. You just weren't paying attention to where you were going.
The whole day was a blur. I'm sorry. I'm new here. Okay.
Sawtooth, I'm new to life. Don't hurt me.
I
Yeah,
am.
but-
Are there any windows in this cell by any chance? Like, I besides the one out to the room where the guards are.
They're barred windows, yes. They're small, they would not fit. Actually,
And they
many
could-
of you. The changelings could potentially transform, but it would still be like a very tight squeeze, and you'd probably end up getting stuck.
Oh, okay.
We're talking these windows are about at most 8 inches tall.
So I assume somebody points out this inaccuracy in my plan that the guards would absolutely crush us, and then
I think I would have enough battle experience to say, yeah, these guys are gonna crush us.
yeah, okay, because we sort of just shifted tone from okay, here's the plan, it's super detailed, and then we were just okay, so is there a window?
A great way to put it.
Yeah. So what? Do we just sit here until they throw us over the barrier?
I mean, what other options do we have?
I also want to point out, because I know you've been fighting this super hard, you kind of want to eventually get into the mist regardless, and Wynn's basically told you already that, only people that get in trouble get thrown over the wall.
Okay. So,
We're already in trouble, so check that off the list.
I guess we should just use this time to prepare. Does anyone have any healing spells or potions?
Testament.
I'm using this one on myself.
Well, I think that we should just all take a little bit of time and, maybe rest up a bit. But, on the other hand, I also do have 2 spell slots, and I forgot to actually prepare spells.
I
No,
will allow you to
actually-
use a healing spell if you have it.
Okay. Yeah. See, it's not if I have it; it's if it's prepared because clerics know all of their spells. They just have to.
I couldn't remember if you get like a healing spell at your level yet.
Yeah, we do. It's the cure wounds. So
Yeah.
1d8 plus.
You said you were taking a potion, Cameo?
Yeah, because of the alchemist satchel. Yeah.
Okay. It'll
Oh.
just be like a base level potion.
It's literally a D8.
Yeah, I kind of figured as much. So, y'all roll your healing.
You've got to be fucking
Oh,
kidding me!
No.
You've got to be kidding me!
I'm gonna just say go ahead and re-roll that.
A 1? Yeah, that's pretty shitty.
Oh my god.
Hey, that's better.
Let me roll it. We'll see what happens.
Hey, that's double your previous health. That's amazing. That's wonderful.
There you go. Take that.
Okay, thank you! Thank you!
Okay, so
Roll 20 is just kind of being bullshit today.
yeah. So
That's funny, he's bullying me!
how many afflicted do we have? Not including Cameo's character.
It's you and Cameo.
It's just you and Cameo. The rest of us are fine.
Ah. Okay. Well, let's see if I have any better luck. Hey! It's exactly how many I needed.
Wait a second.
Wait a second.
Wait, I can fly really fast. What if I zoomed out of the door and the guards chased after me and that let the rest of you escape?
Hey, Toot.
Okay, I just don't want to. I don't want to get thrown in the mist. I don't like it. It's scary.
I also want to point out that,
Have to.
well, one, you have to, and two, this is essentially Canterlot now.
Can we pretend this is the heart of lightness, the heart of bright happiness?
No.
We can pretend that, but you're not
But-
facing reality.
To
Wow,
finish,
you're
to
off in
finish
your
that
own little
thought-
world.
Night sky are like shooting stars.
To finish the thought that I was giving to Toot, this is essentially Canterlot now. Who do you think would also be here besides the Royal Guard?
Cadence?
No, when I'm talking military organizations.
Oh, the cults?
Wonderbolts.
Oh yeah, the actual ones, the Wonderbolts, right?
Yeah, the ones that can naturally go faster than you.
Barely. I'm pretty fast.
You're level 1, dude. Like, out of character, you're level 1.
You don't go that fast.
Compared to a Wonderbolt,
you're
which
used
would
to
probably
level
be
20.
at least level 20.
You're, you're used to level 20 washouts and shadow bolts. Wonderbolt is the fastest base.
If we're having this conversation like in characters, like I don't know, man, I'm pretty fast too. Movement speed of 40.
But yeah. So for sake of brevity, we're going to basically what happens is like after a short time of waiting, the Golden Quill comes back, waving around the listening device. Basically tells you like you guys have been found guilty of like treason, and they cart y'all off to the wall. There is a group of 7 celestial clerics, and you know they're celestial clerics because they're dressed in white and gold,
Oh jeez.
and they look rather unnaturally gaunt, like somebody, like they look like somebody hasn't eaten or slept in months, and their robes are covering the majority of their body, and like they have the hoods over their eyes. For Wynn's information, this is more of a so they don't see who's being thrown over, kind of like how they have some with like death row inmates. They will have 4 or 5 people like all push a button, so nobody knows for sure who did the killing.
Yeah.
So these guys just cover their eyes. And they start a ritual that, after about an hour's worth of chanting, a small hole opens up and slowly spreads to the point where it's big enough for like one person to get shoved through at a time. At which point they start shoving you guys through.
Right.
You are very unceremoniously dropped to the other side in a thick mist. You guys can hear each other. It doesn't seem like anything strange has happened so far, but as of right now, it's very dark. Like, the change is quite stark and sudden. But I am going to say... Actually, let's take a vote. Do we want to put a pin in it here?
Not a pin. I just want a lunch break. There's a difference.
I am... Regardless, we're going to take a break, but do we want a break or do we want a pin?
I'm happy to carry on.
I'm good with the break. Break's good.
Break's good, yeah.
So
Break. Yeah.
I do still want Toot's input.
I'm tired, but I can keep going.
Okay. So we give it a few minutes, and I use the handy dandy button. Insert ad. I don't know how long the ad lasts, so I'm gonna give it a couple minutes, and then I'll do my sub to the channel spiel.
Yeah.
If anybody needs a chance to run to the bathroom and get water or anything like that, I'm gonna do that after I do my little spiel.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, I think that should be good enough time-wise. I am going to cut this music, and we're going to switch to... I haven't had a chance to use this one yet. Yes, Dragon's Lullaby. Nice haunting music for this.
Oh.
But, yeah, so if you're enjoying this and want to see more of it, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring the notification bell to stay up to date with all our uploads and streams. There's also our Discord, the link is in the description, and the Patreon if you want to show further support. All support is very much appreciated. For those of you interested in the tiers, we've got a $1, $5, $10, $50, and $200 tier. Each one has different prizes, I guess. And the previous tier will get the all of the higher tiers get all of the previous tier stuff. That makes sense. I can English. But yeah. We'll give this a few more minutes. I also have to use the restroom, so I will be right back, so feel free to keep them entertained, guys.
However that's managed.
I don't know. Anyone know any songs? Winter wrap up.
I can sing Katy Perry's Firework now.
Do you ever feel like the plastic bag?
Floating through the wind.
Poetic recitations of pop songs. Go.
Fly me to the moon.
Oh,
That's appropriate.
Oh yeah. Oh my god, that's actually startlingly appropriate for this. I didn't even think of that.
Oh, I'm tired. I should have said pin. I might just fall asleep anyway, so
Okay, I'm back.
kick me from the call if I fall asleep.
Okay.
Somehow, now I just have Laura Shingahara's Everything Alright just playing in my head. I don't know if y'all know it.
I don't think I'm familiar with it.
Hmm.
Is everybody still busy, or do we have everybody back?
I never left, so
I'm still watching the ads.
Well, that's much appreciated.
Uh-huh.
Do we
Oh,
actually
guys,
have
I'm-
anybody in the audience tonight? If so, say something in the chat.
That's what I've got playing in my head for some reason. I think there's like a specific lines to it, which is why.
really no clue how the ad thing works. It's
I feel like you might be familiar with it. Nameless, maybe not by name.
Yeah, it's entirely possible.
Yeah.
I'm watching some ad for it's a thing called Main Hunt. Oddly perfect.
I mean, it does kind of tailor to your channel, which is why like you get like Roll20 ads, D&D Beyond, and I guess My Little Ponies, similar stuff. But
We're just waiting on Cameo still?
Oh, it's like a music video. Why would you do that? Why would you put an entire music video as like an ad?
I get music video ads all the time.
Yeah, and I'm like, not skipping through it or anything. It's like a whole 2-minute video. 2.5 even.
Be glad they're not giving you an hour plus long video for an ad. And then having another ad on top of that.
Well, are we ready to get started again?
Yes.
So, you guys are in the mist. So, right now, everything is just kind of cloudy, dark. You can hear each other moving around, but everything around you just feels kind of indistinct, for a good description of it. There's no real sound around you either, other than the slight popping sound of the barrier closing above you.
So, this is what I have been researching about, huh?
Okay, buddy system, everyone. Everyone hold hooves.
How many people do we have?
It's just the 5 of us, right?
Aha! See, that's the logic in your... The flaw in your logic. 5.
The logic in my flaw.
Yes. Honestly, no, that more describes me, but
So are you guys gonna try and reach out and find each other?
I suppose it's not a bad idea.
Go.
So,
I'm not reaching.
I should be
Marco.
able to cast light on, I guess I'll put it on my bag, like, off to the side.
So you're trying to cast light?
Yep.
Wait a second. I have dark vision as a changeling. Can I see? Does the mist negate that?
The mist negates that. Also, there seems to be a dozen twinkling lights in all directions.
That's really not cool. That's just mean. Okay.
So do you
Okay.
reach out to see if you can touch somebody?
Yes, I'm flailing around, trying to find any grounding to have any sense
So-
of direction.
You feel something wet and squishy.
Ah, I take my hoof off it immediately. Is anyone here wet and squishy?
Not usually.
Is this that Bob guy from earlier or whatever?
So, all of you guys now feel very damp and moist.
I might be wet and squishy. Who just felt that? Who is this? I tap the wet squishy thing.
It answers
Hello?
with the exact thing you said in your voice.
Oh, I don't like that.
The reply is the same.
I run in the opposite direction. This better not be Godtooth back from the dead.
go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw as you brain yourself on the wall.
No!
You said you turned around and ran the opposite direction. You guys were facing away from the wall.
Yeah, because the squishy thing was saying the things I was... Okay, Constitution. Bum, ba-dum, bum. Hey, that's a good roll. Good for me.
Wrong window. Here we go. Yes, you are not unconscious.
Yay. I like not being unconscious. Did I take any damage from that, though?
No.
Cool. Guys, don't come over here. It's just the wall.
There is no reply unless somebody else says something.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah,
So I
we're
started walking out the other direction, trying to move away from where I felt the wet squishy thing earlier, and just sort of holding my hoofs in front of me to try to find anything.
Oh,
So-
it probably helps if I transition that.
Yeah, when they said away from the wall, I'll just head to you, and I'm gonna head back towards the wall and like put my hoof against it, and then kind of walk along it towards the voice to try and get to Saw.
Oh, good idea. You should tell me what you're doing so I can do it too.
Everyone stick to the wall, and let's try and get to Saw so we can all be together.
Oh, the wall. Yeah, I just hit it. It didn't feel good.
Yeah, don't run into it.
I'm right here. If you can hear me.
Okay, I'm heading towards your voice.
Did light work? Nameless?
What's up?
Did my light cast work?
To your knowledge, no.
Oh.
But everybody
Sorry,
else is
yeah.
seeing sparkling lights everywhere.
Uh-huh.
So you'd just be another sparkle.
Okay, so we're going to the wall, right? And then start making my way
Actually,
to the
you
wall.
are another sparkle. I forgot.
For you, the light that you tried to cast honestly made it harder to see.
Mm-hmm.
Because it went from just being dark and misty to suddenly the mist went opaque.
From my point of view?
Yes.
Aha. Okay. I wonder if there's any way to undo casting light.
You just turn it off.
Yeah, I'll turn it off.
Oh, that's better.
Yeah.
The sparkling lights also disappear.
Is it better? I don't know. It's still pretty hard to see.
It is indeed hard to see.
I don't feel anyone. Are you guys on the wall?
So yeah, I'm moving along the wall towards Saw. I'm gonna
So,
try and reach it.
Sawtooth, you feel something running up your spine. Like somebody's like running a finger up your spine or something like that. And yes, I said finger and I mean finger.
I'm going to do my best to ignore it for now and just keep going.
Oh, that was specifically for Sawtooth.
Oh, okay.
Oh, shoot.
He didn't feel anybody, so somebody felt him.
Alright, sorry it took so long. I'm back now.
Wait, I'm sorry, what? Who felt who, what?
Somebody is feeling you. You didn't feel
With
anybody, so somebody is
a-
feeling you. So you feel
With a
something.
finger.
It feels like
A
a finger
little
is being run up your spine.
Who is that? I feel someone. Who's there? Who is it?
It's not me.
I don't know if casting dancing lights would be any better.
Don't cast. It doesn't work. Light doesn't help. Light makes it worse.
I moved my back against the wall.
Well, the thing is, they specifically emit light like torches or lanterns or glowing orbs. Much more controlled and small instead of bright and insane. Although the mist may fuck with that.
So I start moving towards Glace's voice as well. Speed up the process. Just so I can find someone.
It's a dim light.
Okay. Give me just a sec. I am making some people's lives harder.
Naturally.
So, you guys are able to actually condense into group together.
Even though I didn't move at all.
What was that?
Okay, like, character-wise, I did not physically move.
Oh, okay.
But I just, like, kind of just not there.
Found you, I guess.
Somehow, regardless, though, you find yourself face to face with Toot.
Fuck. Things couldn't get any worse.
Oh, you're gonna wish you never said that.
Oh, they're gonna get a
I
lot
have
worse.
a strong feeling things are about to get a lot worse.
Okay,
So-
there are
Well, given the fact that this is noticed as a realm where nightmares become reality, yeah.
Okay,
Just
wait,
just a bit of out of character information to let you guys know. This realm, because it does now count as a separate realm, operates on what is called nightmare logic. I am not going to explain that any further.
What?
So, have fun.
Okay, hold up. Last time I was in a place this dark, and we tried to fight someone, a party member ended up stabbing me multiple times. So like,
Oh yeah, I remember that. Don't
Yeah.
remember.
so if we can't see anyone, how are we supposed to do any fighting here? We're dead
I'm
meat.
gonna use dancing lights. It's a dim light. So, again, nothing super bright or anything like that.
I don't
If I
understand.
remember correctly, dancing lights is an outline, correct? It outlines a target.
No, it is 3 orbs of light. I guess they're dim.
Up to 4 orbs of torch-sized lights. It could have, like, different shapes and stuff like that.
Okay. It doesn't seem to do much for your situation as well as far as visibility goes, but it
Nope.
does fill the entire area with dozens of twinkling lights again.
Quitty.
Nice.
Hold on.
Also,
Something
you
was
feel a
just
sharp
shocking
stabbing
that-
pain as if somebody stabbed you in the gut, and you hear Quillian giggling in your ear.
What? Wait, I'm so confused. What did I miss? Why is Quillian here?
Nightmare realm. It's not whoever the hell you think it is.
I'm just curious. Anytime one of us pulls out lights, a bunch
What
of
do you-
lights spread that aren't ours.
What?
That would be a nightmare if Quillian was here.
Murmur, what do you mean nightmare realm?
This place is specifically described as a realm where nightmares become reality. A nightmare realm. Essentially, whatever the fuck type of nightmare you have, at any point, can come alive and fucking get you.
So like, if I had a like,
Don't say it. The
oh,
less you say, the better.
Do not say it. Do not think it.
can I have a nightmare about sunflowers playing jazz flute?
Oh my god. I
Yeah,
hate being able to see.
yeah.
Being able to see is so
Okay,
scary.
out of character for a real quick moment. Rainbow Dash? Is that Rainbow Dash's nightmare that you just
Yeah, that was the reference. I'm glad someone got it. Thank you.
I got it immediate. Like,
I wish that could be like Sawtooth's in-character nightmare, but like,
No, I doubt that Sawtooth's in character nightmare would be sunflowers.
no.
playing jazz flute.
Definitely not.
I'm trying not to think
It
right
would
now.
probably include math, honestly.
Well, also considering what Sawtooth and Summer Flare have gone through.
Yeah, out of character, it would be bad. So in character,
We're just trying to suppress
So-
those thoughts.
no one say anything that would make me think about anything. Okay?
As you guys are
Very easy.
As you guys are like busily panicking at the base of the wall, there is a slight slithering sound, and the fog seems to clear just enough for you to make out what appears to be a small gelatinous cube.
I see. So it was one of those ones that they had mentioned, the one from the report. I don't know.
I didn't read it. What?
It wasn't from a report. It was like they came up and told us right before we were flung wherever. I guess it was at the police department right before we went into the interrogation room. Yeah. So I guess it's one of those. It seems like it's very convenient fog, though. It only shows us what we want, what it wants us to see. So.
So, as you were stopped talking, a robotic-sounding voice emanates out of the cube. Greetings, quadrupedal life forms. I am Bob.
Oh, wait, hold up.
Hi, Bob.
Hello, Bob.
Do I know you?
What brings you back here?
I am afraid you and I have never met.
Okay. So, what brings you? What are you doing in the mist?
I am observing.
Observing what?
Is that all you do?
I am an information gathering entity.
Okay, well that sounds like it could really come in handy right now. What information?
Me too. That's crazy.
Somehow, I get the feeling he's much better at gathering information than you are, Wade.
Oh, well, I guess I can put him to the test. So I've had this hunch for a while, and you seem to be pretty close to the wall. So let me ask you this: what do criminals have to do with? I guess maybe not criminals, but people who aren't just thrown in here, who like know what they're doing in here. How do they get in?
There have been no reports or sightings of any other entities falling from your wall that have not been thrown in.
Interesting.
I could tell you that's not true. I saw one go through the wall that wasn't thrown in. He just like floop right through.
Well, you see, he was talking
It
about.
originated from a mist, likely.
He was
What?
talking about us, like people like that look like us. He's never seen anybody, just walk in like I don't know. I had this whole hunch with like a criminal organization, sort of like let you in and all that. Not let you in, but like they're working on getting in and out and all that. They're probably the ones that sent me the letter. Now that I'm thinking about it.
It's not a. Okay.
Unlikely.
Not that I had a specific name for it or anything. It was just this idea of like deep crime.
This isn't a crime organization. It's dark magic. It's like evil bad guys and stuff.
Yeah, I'm aware, but for whatever reason, I thought there was I don't know, maybe it's like big magic came in and made like this deep crime. I don't know. I had something about like the
big magic. What does that even mean?
Okay, so not like the magic of the realm or whatever, like created like this little thing like deep within.
Okay.
Yeah,
You said
yeah.
It was an industry or corporation, like
No.
big tech, like big magic, like
Big pharma, big magic.
yeah. So
Okay.
Bob, have you not seen the creepy crawly things? The star. What are they called? Summer?
Our spawn.
Them.
There are many creatures fitting that description in this area.
Okay. Do you know
Probably
anything
turn down
about
the
them?
vocoder a little bit? It's really loud.
What's that?
Should probably turn the vocoder down a little bit. It's really loud.
Okay, give me a sec. Is that better?
Much better.
Okay.
What do you know about
Out of character, I am so sorry, but I was just like, Bob became the settings menu.
No, yeah, you should have made that comment like in character. Like, Bob, you're hurting my ears a little bit. And then Bob's like, better, okay. Okay, back in character. Do you know anything about the creatures? Like, where are they coming from?
The creatures you are inquiring about are coming from many places. Other dimensions primarily.
Mm-hmm. Where did the mist come from, Bob? Do you know that?
Yeah, what's up with the mist?
I am currently investigating the mist myself. However,
Well,
its origins remain a mystery. I do know, though, that there are places within the mist that are mistless.
okay. I guess we should probably find one of those. But here, take that. And I present the admit one crumpled. Do you know anything about this?
So Bob sits inert for a moment before answering. It appears to be a ticket to some sort of function that admits one for entry.
Hmm.
I could have told you that.
See, that's what it is on the surface. But I found this on a dead body, so it's related to the mist somehow. But like, I don't think it matters too much anymore.
You know, instead of showing him the ticket, why don't you show him something that really matters, like the statue?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, who has that? Mm-hmm.
The ticket could have been from some poor boy who lost his parents in an alleyway or something. After after a function or a play or something like that.
Bob, do you know anything about Gulva?
I am unfamiliar with this name.
Why are you asking him about that one backstreet alley man?
That was Cracker.
Well, does this look familiar to you? I show the statue.
I have seen many statues of similar size, shape, and make, though not always of the same creature.
I see.
Do they serve a function?
Unknown.
Hey, Bob, you're pretty good at collecting information. What do you make of this? And I pull out the envelope, and like show him the second page because it has words on it.
Don't. No. Put it back. Put it back.
Oh,
Right now.
Unless somebody stops me, I'm doing it.
You're having like everyone willingly jumping you at this point.
I fumble around to find it. Stuff it back in the envelope.
Roll a quick dexterity to see if you can beat the party to show Bob before they get you.
Shoot thing.
Yeah, no. You are unable to show it to Bob.
Instead of, pulling out the pages, why not just hand him the envelope? And let
I'm
him
not gonna hand it to him. Like, look at how slimy he is. I don't think it gets
I was
all
about to say
slimy.
he's a gelatinous cube. I don't know if you want to do that.
Yeah, I mean, like, how is he gonna hand it back? Like, he's not gonna hand it.
Well, he
He's
can't.
gonna-
I care.
He has pseudopods.
I don't care what happens to it.
When new rule, under no circumstances do the papers leave the envelope. Understood?
What number was that again?
Doesn't matter.
Do you remember what happened last time we did that? It got us into this mess.
Look, I thought rule number 0 even was to have fun. So, like,
Who the hell is having a situation?
We aren't following that
well,
rule, are we?
fun is very subjective. I don't know, I thought Bob might have fun looking at this.
I have a question. Who is the best entity to sacrifice an idiot to?
So
an
after a few
interesting
moments,
question.
Bob begins listing off names in languages you've never heard before.
Oh, great, you broke him.
And some of them are actually physically painful for y'all to hear.
Oh,
See, you broke him.
Yes,
Why would you ask him something like that?
Yeah, we're not interested in sacrificing. You can stop listing names.
Bob,
Correction, you're not.
I have a question, Bob.
Bob is awaiting your query.
Thank you. Where Do you know where any of the mistless areas are?
To my observation, they appear to move at random.
Oh, great. So we just wait for one to come over us and just keep up with it while it moves? That sounds fun.
Can you take us?
Incorrect.
Oh?
Once entered, you move with the mistless area.
You move with it?
Correct.
Oh, so it's like a train that we catch.
However, Bob does not recommend that you sit in the same place for long.
Okay.
And why is that?
Where Bob is much more malleable than you. Bob can survive things you cannot. And creatures here are much more interested in eating you than Bob.
I think he's giving us a warning. Well,
So, previous question. Can you take us to one of these mistless areas?
Bob is not headed for one of the mistless areas.
Where is Bob headed?
Bob is on secret mission.
Wow, so are we.
Who commissioned you?
So for a moment there's no sound there, followed by a... Give me a sec. I have a button for this. Did you even hear that?
yep, I
Yep.
got it. Understood.
I didn't
Well,
hear it.
Is there a way to contact you later?
Bob will be around if Bob is needed.
Wow.
well, it seems easy enough, so I think we just start headed in a direction. I don't know about you guys, but
That sounds like a terrible idea.
Yeah, it does.
That is
well,
what Bob did.
see, he's still alive. I mean, you know.
Don't talk about
Bob can live more than what we can.
Bob seems like an interdimensional being, so I feel like he has an upper hand on that.
Regardless, I think that we should. I don't have a rope, but I think if we can find a rope, we tie ourselves all together and start walking.
Oh, I forgot to. There we go. So Bob, so you guys are getting ready to head out now to begin your adventure.
Mhm.
Bob, before he starts moving again as well, says, "In the mistless area, be wary of dreadlords." Before he starts jiggling away.
I mean, Dreadlords? Did I hear that right?
That's what I heard.
He's already disappeared into the mist, by the way.
Don't
That
you
man
just-
walks funny.
He's a
You
gelatinous
want to walk
cube.
funny?
He more rolled funny. That's how I'm gonna describe it.
Good old Bob. B.O.B. Bob.
Mm.
was interesting.
So, for reference, Bob is a gelatinous cube with a small orb in the center. The orb is what makes him able to speak.
I'm gonna
he-
draw Bob.
He is
It's
my
like the
built-in
gelatinous cube.
exposition dump.
The gelatinous cube accidentally found a magical item that lets him speak.
Actually, it's a lot more complicated than that.
Well, yeah, I know, but headcanon.
Plot twist.
Let's split up, gang. Search for clues.
In no world do we split up.
I think I would rather follow Wynn's plan of just heading in a different direction than splitting up right now.
Alright, who's got the rope?
I'm tired.
Coincidentally, I've got 50 foot of hempen rope.
So do I. What do we do with it? What do you think?
Wynn wants to tie us together.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea. Like a
Like a train of... So
yeah.
we don't get separated.
Yeah, everyone holds onto the rope so we all stay in the same line. That's really smart. It's a buddy system. It's kindergarten again.
I
Put the
think
rope
it's
on me. And I will personally beat you.
That always goes wrong in these situations.
So,
The
what are
buddy
y'all
system
doing?
won't work.
Connect the rope. Let's go. Let's do it.
Okay.
Um,
So,
do we
good.
do we have any sense of like the direction that they threw us out and like where something would be like before the mist descended, like a town or something?
North, south, east, west. We want to head north.
Orientate yourself.
So, Toot has the most correct answer. The rest of you would have no clue. With the exception of Fair.
So yeah, if we try to remember what this place was like before the mist, then we can probably have a pretty good idea of where we are and where we need to go.
Wait, hold up. Super important question. Win, do you know which side of town they dumped us on? Was it the north side, the south, east, or west side?
I wasn't paying attention
We're going to go with that
because
answer.
Does anyone have a compass or anything?
Tell me that I have a compass.
Are there any trees we can look for moss on?
I don't think we're
Okay,
able to see
out of
anyone.
character, that only works if you're super north or super south. The closer you are to the equator, the less that works. Just saying.
Oh, good to know. Let's see. Sun rises in the east and sets in the... Ah, shoot, we can't do that.
Is eternally moon.
I like how he's like, ooh, sun! Wait, no, moon.
Even still,
So-
it's not like the sun or moon are moving.
How do we orient ourselves with absolutely nothing to go off of? Come on, rack your brain for this, Win. We need to know what side of town we were on.
If you don't rack your brain, I will. You don't want me to rack your brain.
So,
Well, we could navigate using the constellations, though I don't have any experience with that.
I will also point out that from where you guys are, you cannot see stars.
Oh, you can't. Okay, yeah. I was
Yeah.
I was waiting for somebody to point them out because it was like moving around anyway. So.
Yeah, real bright idea there.
So
Can
I
I-
will say that you, Win, are aware that they normally throw people off the north point of the wall.
Normally.
On very rare occasions, if somebody fucks up on the far, far end of the territory that is mistless, like the protected by Celestia,
Mm-hmm.
they won't make the journey all the way across the entire territory. They'll just throw them off down there.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys were close to the northern edge.
Okay, well,
So that means that we need to go
I-
more of a southwest direction.
Right,
Just
we don't have to
wait.
make-
Why would
so
you-
we're going north, right?
That means we have to go perpendicular to the edge of the wall that we were thrown off of. Straight away from it. Just walk away from the wall. Just
Mhm.
start walking and keep going till we get to the
Yes.
Crystal Empire. Gosh, we're in Klugetown, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the entire continent away, pretty much.
You're
We're gonna
assuming that things are going to work the way you think they are.
We're gonna be walking for a while, gang.
So you guys get walking?
So my
Yeah.
original game plan was correct.
Walking
I guess-
away from the wall seems to be the general consensus. Is that what everybody's planning to do?
Yes, so
And you're tying yourselves
Wow.
to each other?
Yes.
I'm not tiring
If
everyone because nope. I'm gonna be a sour piece of
Take
shit.
it all with me. No, you're joining the circle. You have to.
I'll walk next to you. I will not be tied down to you. Don't even try it.
listen, I don't blame you at all, but if you want to live, we need to be as cautious as possible.
Well, you want to hold hands?
I don't
Like-
know how many
Like, you
people
can hold
have
somebody's
lost
hand.
this. It
Be
is not
cautious as
fair.
possible and go around with that idiot.
Are there any hands in this party? I don't understand why you keep saying that.
I just
Hard.
look at him like you're talking to a shapeshifter who has had hands on multiple occasions.
I guess there could be hands if we wanted it to. Yeah.
We could
So-
have hands if we want to.
Yeah. You wanna hold my hoof or my hand? It's up to you.
I do actually have a world question. I think I will save it until the after party, though.
Okay.
So, how are you gonna keep up with us, Murmur? If you're not gonna be part of the rope.
Literally just walking next to you.
It's not
Sounds
that
like a-
simple. This place
sounds
doesn't
like a-
make logical sense.
As if to
Yeah.
punctuate that point, a voice from the mist says this point does make logical sense.
Yeah, and we
Who
can
said-
trust you. Why?
Because I'm you.
Shut up.
No, you.
I hate this place.
We hate you too.
Stop giving them fuel.
Now, if only
Well-
William was here, he'd have a nice quip.
Some of these things already like you.
He would. I miss Quillian. At least I have his dagger to remember him by.
New Quillian isn't as fun.
New Quillian?
Hmm.
I mean, the one that was laughing earlier?
Wait, you heard Quillian?
Yeah. I was talking about when he was stabbing me, and then.
Well, he sounds like bad news. Anyway, let's get going.
Yeah, forward march.
Okay. Yeah, he kind of was bad news. Yeah, let's keep going.
Let's get progress.
And Murmur, if you get lost, don't say I didn't tell you so. Or say I didn't tell you that I didn't say so, that it wasn't gonna be like the way I said it wasn't gonna be.
You
I'm
need to work on your language
What
skills.
I'm
words
tired.
did
I'm
you
tired.
just speak?
Well, better than me.
Let's just keep going.
Okay.
Alright.
So everybody's going to start walking.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys continue moving along, and it's an indeterminate amount of time. It doesn't feel like too long, but it also doesn't feel like it's been very short either. Before next thing you know, you're standing in this what appears to be a very much Victorian-style street, complete with gas lamps.
And
It
there's
is also
no fog.
pissing rain.
And there's no mist.
Nope. It's
Oh.
just suddenly not.
Thank goodness. You will not be missed. I mean, you will be, but you won't miss.
And it is
Alright.
absolutely pissing rain right now.
It's a
Enjoy your
little
misting
damp
so
in this sphere.
It's better than the mist. At least I can see my hooves in front of my face.
Oh.
Can we find a place to sleep?
I wonder if this ticket will get me anywhere.
What?
Hold up the admit one ticket.
Yeah, I think out of all your items, the ticket is the most useless. But we'll see.
It's gotta
Yeah.
be related.
Hey, what if the Grogar statue is one of those magic 8-balls and there's like a little triangle on there that'll tell you your future if you shake it?
I wonder if you can. I wonder if I can use it to navigate since there are so many around.
Yeah.
Take it out again and look at it. Or I guess I
You're
don't have
not the
it.
one with it.
Yeah, I don't have it. Come on.
Wait, you don't have the Grogar statue?
Nope.
180.
Wait, yeah, you do, because Bob was talking about it.
Murmur has it.
Oh, Murmur has it. Yeah, okay, sorry.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm done. Sorry, okay.
I wonder if you can use it to navigate.
You guys are just gonna stand in the rain?
Yeah.
No, let's
You're
Trying to
finding
see if
cover.
there's a place with like shelter.
let's find shelter and let's sleep.
Okay. So you guys want to take a long rest?
Those would be good.
Yes. But before we do that, I am ritual casting alarm, pretty much. Because I'm totally just revealing when I have magic at this point.
What's up?
I mean, at this point, the reason for you not to is kind of like a moot point.
Yeah. So, ritual casting alarm. In this case, it's going to be if it does get triggered by someone that's not in our group. My little bells on my ears are gonna start twinkling or ringing.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay.
Oh,
And I am going to ask again. We are sitting at just under 4 hours. Do we want to pin it for the night?
I think it'd be a good
And-
spot.
Okay.
too tired of this.
So
I could go a bit longer, but I'm out of steam.
yeah, that's kind of why I was giving the option again.
Thank you.
But for those of you that may or may not still be watching, if you're enjoying this and would like to see more of it, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring the notification bell to stay up to date with all of the streams and uploads. If you are wanting to meet some of the players, then feel free to hop on the Discord, link in the description. We also have Patreon for those of you that want to show further support. Link is also in the description. For those of you that have, a big thank you, especially to Sawtooth Waves, Cameo Shadowness, and Ellis Xander, my priest and zealot tier patrons. Other than that, we will see you hopefully Saturday. I believe we may have a video coming up. What is... Hold on, I need to look at a calendar.
Yeah, mood.
The...
Oh God.
It's either the 11th or the 18th. I will have to yell at my editor for that later. But other than that, we will see you Saturday for Lost Memories, and again next Sunday for the continuation of this campaign, Heart of Darkness. Other than that, everybody have a great evening and drink water.
Hydrate or dihydrate.
Peace.